we live, baby?
So we don't have, we're missing our support there.
Wow, man, our third member just rugging us on this night. I think he's just hanging out over in that mega space going on right now. Over on Twitter.
Couldn't leave, yeah.
He
so
said, guys,
too, right?
Yeah, I got that in my earpiece right now. You don't even know it. Yeah, Rez is over here like, yo, where's TJ at? Honestly, guys, we have no idea. TJ just disappeared. No clue where he's at. Honestly, I don't even have a text. I don't have a call, nothing. So, just as we're bringing him in right now, he's gonna jump into the stream. Maybe pull a sneak attack entrance. Guys, we have a very special guest tonight. Please welcome on to the stream. He goes by the name of T, sometimes J, but definitely not TJ. Let's welcome on to the stream.
Yo, what up, boys? How's it going? It's your boy TJ. I don't know. That's all I got.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bah, 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 bah. Yo, where's in the chat? What's up, where's?
What's going on, man? It's been a minute.
Been way too long.
That's right.
Oh, man, how's everybody going over here? Appreciate everybody showing up in chat right now who's definitely not in the Cardano mega space, or maybe you're doing a little bit of both, multitasking. Shout out to Arrow Art for being a half hour early over there. Moose Slayer, Hugs Not Rugs, Triple Threat, Curly Knox, Garfield Lasagna, as always. You got Emmy, Rez, Minding Business, and we got some proxies in the chat. Shout out to them as well. Berto, Warders making the return, and Anwar Ind.
And we live, baby.
And TJ,
there it is.
Right there.
There it is.
All right, we can start the show now.
Yeah, now it started.
All right, we're good. TJ, do you want to make sure, since you're right here? I mean, we're 3 minutes in. You want to plug it?
If you're liking this content, you're enjoying our live stream, if you'd be so kind to give us a thumbs up and hit that sub button. Thank you.
Hey, listen to that. Some nfaFA right there. What's going on, everybody? Shout out to hanging out on another Monday night, another live stream. No guests tonight. Double. I think it's the first time, maybe in back-to-back weeks, that we haven't had an actual guest onto the live stream.
Back. Yeah, I agree with that.
I was gonna say it started out pretty busy. this whole year. Like I think the first 6 weeks or so, we were almost hooked up.
Running back to back. But it's been nice to kind of catch up. And I know, like you said, there's a mega space going on outside of there that I was listening to right before this. Actually, I forgot to take my earpod out. I need to get rid of this thing. See that? A little sneak attack.
Yeah, work sometimes. I forget. And then
we need to focus. Yeah, no, a little sneak attack. You guys don't realize that, but every time we're doing the stream, I just have some other stuff going on, other spaces, other music, just listening, tuning out. I got somebody feeding me all my information live on stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna take mine out too.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Wait, you took that nfaFA from my name. Well, yo, I love that. That's actually hilarious. Shout out to you guys. First time seeing you over in chat there. Eddie Z.
Would have noticed that one.
Shark Dive too. We got some new people hanging out over here. Working night, boys. Where's dude? We need to get you. We need to get you back. We need to bring you back onto the stream. It's been a while since we got a chance to catch up with you, man.
I think the last time was actually the space. Maybe it's been a bit.
Yeah, I know. Once you got back from traveling the world, you just had to get back to real life. You know, and it's tough.
What's Packing for Places doing? One update video.
Yeah, we need some. We need the everyday life in the day of the life of. But I know tonight with a lot of stuff going on inside the space, but I think it seems that everybody is packing up their bags over here. Not really. They're taking advantage of the new trend that is out right now and new opportunity in Bitcoin Ordinals. And I feel like every new day I see another project, not just on Cardano, but in other blockchains as well. They're like, yo, we're going over here. And we had this debate with Timmy was it 2 weeks ago on the stream. Is it cool? Yeah. Is it good if projects go over to Ordinals from Cardano? How do we feel about it? Do we plan? Is it betraying the ecosystem? What's the deal? And I think I guess we're going to touch a little bit into that tonight. Why the different methods, different ways people are doing it, and how it can be successful. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but I do think there's a good way about doing it as far as from the Cardano side.
Well, I think
we've already seen some successes too.
Oh yeah. I think from a business standpoint too, I think everyone was trying to push to be under the 1 million inscriptions. So I think even every project was trying to get at least something on that chain under 1 million, just to say, hey, we also have like 30 to 100 of our NFTs on Ordinals right now as well, just to kind of get their name out there. It's kind of, honestly, it's like advertisement and marketing for a project, which I think is smart.
Hey, I mean, we even we're kind of interested in doing something like that.
Yeah.
It's a smart look. Just something cool to have, someday when that takes off. It already is.
I know it, like you said, you mentioned the 1 million inscriptions thing. And it's crazy because just a couple months, not even like a couple months ago, it was just getting started. It was such a new thing. Now you've got light wallets, you've got, new marketplaces developing. The technology is growing rapidly. And we just, like I said, they passed 1 million inscriptions already, and it's getting easier and easier to inscribe your own NFTs on the Bitcoin chain. So a lot of the projects were going for that sub 1 million rank thing, and it does cost some decent amount of money to do it if you want to, especially if you're trying to upload high res graphics. So a lot of people had some stuff in the queue for days, and some of them, I think they pulled, like they were inscribing even up to like 100 to like 200 of these things. That's why you always see lower collection amounts, just because of the cost. And it took them like 4 weeks to get their entire collection inscribed. I think we were talking to was the Aviation? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So it's a lot of people. It was like a lot in the chamber, and I believe there's already a bunch of them lined up to pretty much put you into like they're going to be pushed close to like 2 million inscriptions here soon, because there's that many already in the queue. So the big push was a lot of people getting in before that million. We're past that now. And I feel like it's just getting started because there's more and more stuff that's innovating on it. And on top of that, you've got a lot of people that are not only in the Cardano space that are interested in the Ordinals opportunity, but they're looking for something to do too, because things have been a little bleak. The bear markets are in full effect, and it's the new exciting thing right now.
Not only that, it's the Bitcoin blockchain, right? So it literally is bringing and bridging all the other chains that have NFTs together to have something of some sort on their blockchain, if not a new project in general, to go on Ordinals. So I think it's just great across the whole NFT space in general, really.
I enjoy it, but we've seen some pushback to it, and some people, depending on how it gets done. Most notably, I think the biggest uproar recently was obviously Chill Kongs making some of the Magic Kongs, to burn some of the mushrooms to be able to go over and get Bitcoin Magic Kongs.
I mean, can you blame them? They got so much pushback for their Magic Cons. So like, oh, whatever, we're just gonna go to Ordinals now. You know what I mean? Like, can you kind of blame them for doing that?
For me, the Chill Kongs artwork, I've always been a fan of it, and especially even the Magic Kongs, I really do enjoy it. So as far as artwork goes over on that side of the chain, I think it's going to be like some of the top tier artwork that's currently being inscribed over there, because there is a lot of stuff that's just like brand new, and we're in that like discovery phase. So a lot of them are like a lot of pixelated things.
There I was waiting for it.
I was waiting 909.
I don't know. It's not really new now though. We have look how many. It's the new space. It's the first time they're getting developed there, but we've seen these other spaces develop, and it feels like it's not that they're new and developing the projects. It's that people are jumping into those early cash grabs because they know like it's so hot right now. Anything we put out, it's going to sell out. So don't take time on all that art and all those details. We just need something that works, that mints, and we're good to go. Who cares what the fuck a project does? think we're seeing a lot. I'm not saying that about Chilled Kongs necessarily, but just in general, I think we're seeing a lot of that. So I know what you mean about like it's a low bar for some competition. Like you can come in and have your project stand out pretty easily with some of the art we're seeing.
Yeah, and you're seeing a lot of derivatives. We've got a lot of shit from people on the Cardano side of things when it came to like the Bored Ape Cardano Club most recently with the Bored Apes. And you see tons of derivative projects. I think one of the number one popular projects over on the Magic Eden side is a thing called Bitcoin Apes. And they're another derivative of, obviously Bored Ape Yacht Club. You've got some other ones over there. You've got a bunch of, there's like Moonbirds. There's a few other pixelated projects that are identical clones. Punks you've got over there as well. So it's the same stuff that's happening. It's just people are trying to take advantage and be like the first on this new technology. So of course it reminds me of like the early CNFT days. Yeah. And if you were in the ETH, I'm sure that little run as well, Solana. So it's the new place to be. It's Bitcoin. People, I feel like they're way more secure when they hear like I'm trading in Bitcoin right now. So people are, they're more willing to kind of go that route, I feel. And a lot of it, they say it's part of history. Like, again, having the data fully, it's on chain. It's on, it's not going anywhere. You can't mess around with metadata and all this stuff. It's just like once it's inscribed, it's inscribed. So I feel like a lot of projects are going the historical route, and they're kind of just trying to open up their fan base, their project, their brand to a new market.
We got some spicy take in the chat here. So,
well, I wanted to say that too, TJ, because it's something that I saw last time we started talking about Magic Kongs. Is that we were kind of going over the art. I like it better than the original. You guys both liked it quite a bit as well, and it's kind of you're seeing that really. It's a split kind of community right now, where some people are just like, "No, it's trash. I fucking hate it."
Well, that's like fair.
I mean,
that's kind of like how I feel. I'm gonna get probably flamed for this, like Ore Mob, but like I really like the higher ranked Ore mobs, or like the 1-of-1s and stuff like that. But
We
like the
said that.
lower
We
tier
said
floors,
this.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling that. But that's how I feel about
The
Magic
floor I
Kong.
don't like at all.
There's a lot of Magic Kongs that I like, but there are some obviously I don't like. That's with any NFT project, really and truly. I don't think it's all bad, and I don't think it's all good. But I do like a lot of their art of Magic
Well, that's
Kong.
why it's so much more special when we do find those ones and we mention it. We kind of do always bring it up, and we find those ones and say, wow, I like all these. Like even some of the floor ones, I'm finding like this is hard to decide actually, because I know that there's ones that have probably better value or have trades that are gonna be more desirable, like for making money down the line. But as far as like a personal collector, I like this trait and I want to buy it, even if it's like just a common. It's the one that I like, and I'm gonna get one of these.
I think bringing this up, I just want to pull it back over here. We could showcase some Kongs. Go ahead, TJ. I just wanted to get some context.
I was going to pivot to something else, but I want to bring up Emmy's comment later about the mint prices being too high. Yeah,
well, yeah, we could get into that because we're going to talk some projects on Cardano that are doing the Ordinals route. A lot of talk stemmed from the Magic Kongs. After the whole decision-making process that they did to do the mint first, to bring the supply to where it was, and then the holders get the mushroom there dropped, and there wasn't really as much of an incentive. And then they went ahead and went the Ordinals route, and now they're doing a little bit better. But yeah, when it comes down to mint price, we can touch that. Let's touch that topic real quick. I think that's a good one to go ahead and jump into right now. You're talking about this one right here.
Yeah, then I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of what they said of can't make any profit with high mint price project right now. Right. So the degen doesn't like these high mint prices, right? Any degen that really just goes into NFTs, buying and flipping. I get that. Like if you want to buy by the masses, you really can't with a high mint price like that unless you're really loaded with liquid ADA. But from a business standpoint, like in order for the business to succeed, no one's taking ADA. We've said this before as a business, they have to revert back to their native dollar, their native, whatever currency they use, they have to churn it into that. So the super low mint prices really can't do that for people these days.
So yeah, I was bringing this comment up over here too, because this was a nice little thing from Farmer Nash over here, where pretty much, he was saying like, you want 38 of mints, you're going to get 38 of results. I think there's two sides to this. It's not just straight up, if you want cheap mints over here, you can't do anything with that, because I don't necessarily think that's true. But I think us as NFT investors too over here, we need to kind of reevaluate what the hell it is that we're buying in this market, and start to really invest. Back in the day, you could get away with hey, we're charging 38 at $2 and $60 to mint one of these. And we're just with the expectation that we're in the bull and things are going to mint and probably going to make profit. Most of the time, you're probably 2xing your money back then. Then when things started to slow back down, right, people started to like, okay, well, what is an NFT project? Why do I need to invest in this? Why is this one not going up? And it's evolved to where we're at today. So nowadays, when you look at big ones that minted like recently, like Alley Cats, or Goofy Gophers, somebody with big mint prices, high ask prices, and both collections sold out. But now you look at them like, well, what exactly are they doing with that money?
Let's say like the long-term vision for projects too, like need to be upfront. Like if you really are just an art project, then maybe you don't need a super high mint price. Maybe you can throw in the degen mint price and kind of let your project sell out, because you're not really going to be doing anything with the fund necessarily that's going to be needed. A big amount of money or a big amount of cash flow coming in. So if they want to do like just our project, just degen mint price like 50 to 100 ADA, you could definitely do that.
It depends what you get. If you're promising a game, a metaverse, all that, I think everybody knows the usual tricks at this point, and most people are steering clear from that stuff. And you're just seeing the overall vibe of where, hey, we're an art project, we're a lore-based project. Most people in the space right now aren't really interested in that, because they know that it's not really doing anything from them in the short term. Maybe long term, of course, there's a good building phase. So I think people go that route. They approach, hey, we're the art project, we're the lore project, we're minting for 400 ADA. Most people are looking at them like, yeah, I'm probably not going to deal with that. But if they're the art project and the lore project that go, hey guys, we're going to mint for 70 ADA, and we're minting 4,000. Like your supply and your price is a huge point right now in this market. And if you're going to mint in this, you need to have your expectations in check. Otherwise, you need to have built a community for a long stint, a lot of confidence and a lot of brand recognition outside of that before you can really go about it, at least in the Cardano side of things. Because we can touch base to what Emmy's saying right here, where you see a ton of Polygon projects right now. A ton of people are going the Polygon route. And if you look over on the Polygon side, it's nothing but reveal mints and hype and then sell. 2x your money and sell. Like most normies was one today that minted out. It's the reveal style mint. most people that minted it, now they've got at least a 2 to 2.5x or wherever they're at. They're pumped up a little bit, and it may run up a little bit in the next couple of days, and then until they reveal, do their thing, then they'll go back down, and people will get back to reality. The most recent one was Brozo, which minted. They got as high as up to like 89, 90 Matic, and then it shot back down into like the 50s, and then now they're reestablished in like that 75. So you're seeing a lot of that initial hype over here, and then it disappears, and then the hype, and then it disappears.
What's the holder count for them versus Cardano? Like, what's the difference in that?
I don't know. So this is it's the 8K supply with 2.9K holders. So that's a decent, healthy, like pretty healthy ratio for the most part. So nothing wrong with that.
Volume a day do they do though too?
Their average 24 hours. They're doing 100.
No, not them. Like the whole like Matic or Polygon in general. Like we can look up Cardano's volume for the 24-hour period. I would just be curious to know the differences of that. I know you might have the number at the top of your head, but I'm wondering if there's a big difference, or we have the same amount of users.
Oh, it's a big difference.
Okay, that's another thing too. We got to play into a factor. Like they have a different kind of cash flow coming over there.
People are going this route also because of the ease of use, right? These guys are on Magic Eden. They're over on OpenSea. They've got a way bigger. You could do wrapped ETH. There's different like EVM. There's easy ways to transfer your money back and forth between Matic and Ethereum. People will hold those different currencies, and you don't need to go through all these different bridges and stuff to be able to do that. With some of this stuff, like you're able to do wrapped Ether, you're able to do switch back and forth over on your MetaMask with them. It's a lot more seamless of a transition. Not to mention, Utes just went over to Polygon, so of course Polygon's got more people looking at it right now.
I did see that Blake was talking with somebody that they said that Cardano's going to be on MetaMask sometime this year. That's what they heard. So that would be really awesome if that happened.
I saw that too. Tom, I was waiting for you to leave that damn message. I was waiting for you to move it.
What's going on,
I don't want to interrupt it. You guys had a good little conversation going. But
yeah, I was trying to get a good curly. God, now I'm just going to be thinking about this all thing. All right. So hopefully somebody got a screen grab of that. But no, I did see that, TJ, where Blake and sat with Blue Collar Crypto from Virtua. They were talking about where it's not all but confirmed. He's saying it hasn't been announced, but if MetaMask accepts Cardano support, that's going to be a huge game changer too.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just about being like, getting the platform, getting more people involved in the ecosystem, and in the more tools and more dApps that we're able to be. There's big things going on with like the EVM and the Z-Sync and all that stuff, where people are able to just bridge chains and take advantage of these different dApps easily. Because of that, you're going to see a lot more cross-chain integration from different projects, and more volume comes with that.
Yeah. Well, I remember even too, Tal said this months ago, and I kind of agree with it. Like if you're a degen in this space as well, or even not in Cardano, but just in NFTs in general, and you want to come over here to do a mass buy, you can't buy in bulk. You can't click multiple NFTs to buy in one purchase. You have to individually buy them. So if they even add that feature, that's going to bring a lot of big money over here as well too, because they're going to like to do that. It's quick and fast for them.
Yeah, you're getting a lot more, and you can even see it with this mega space that's going on with JPEG Store, Clay Nation. You got WOB over there. You've got a bunch of different cross-chain interactions happening. You got NFT NYC happening right now. So the cross-chain, it's never gonna be one blockchain to rule them all. As these different brands go to different things, you're gonna see people wanting to explore different wallets. So the easier that it gets to be able to interact, there's a one wallet to rule, the thing is, the one who's going to win is going to be the compatibility wallet or the marketplace that allows everybody to purchase anything from that website.
Yes.
Those are going to, and that's kind of what we want in general, because then you give the brands a fair fighting chance at that point, to be able to compete against each other. It's not blockchain agnostic. You let the real projects talk. We always talk, hey, there's really great projects on Cardano right now. Why are they not getting the traction that some of these other shit projects on other chains are getting? And it's because there's the other projects don't even know about them. Yeah, there's no ease of access. They go to these certain sites, they go where all the money is, and they don't even see them. So as that becomes more and more visible, as it becomes easier to transfer between different chains, of course, people are going to start to take notice of this. And on top of that, communities talking to each other gets other people interested in what everybody's got going on.
100%.
Well, I mean, especially if you can get it to a level where, at that point, you could just kind of choose which currency you want to operate within. And you can have the website, let's say it is trading on Cardano. If you're more familiar with ETH, you could just have everything displayed in ETH values. You know what I mean? And then when you go to purchase it behind the scenes, it could do that transaction for you where it converts to the ADA, buys it, and puts it in your wallet. You're good to go. And that definitely would be, because then, exactly. Then it's not Well, the amount of time that just gets wasted on like those people in ETH, those people doing this, those people doing that. And it's like, why are you worried about that? Instead, like, maybe there's some projects over there that you're overlooking because you're just saying
Ease
you
of
don't like
use,
it.
for sure.
If you go back to our early episodes, we hated ETH, but only because of those gas fees at the time. Because at that time, they were very, very expensive. Even when we minted, especially compared to like where our wallets were at and where we were at with trading. But when we first did, not Alien Baby, what am I trying to say here? Angel Baby Hit Squad. Angel Baby Hit Squad. Those gas fees were tough, especially coming from Cardano's side, where it's just like, this sucks. Like, I don't like paying this kind of money at all. But even now, I mean, it's much better now. It's much easier. It's much more affordable and simpler to use. So to have all those rolled into one, and the amount we probably overlooked just because you don't kind of get the time, it was all into kind of one. So it wasn't like the hottest one in Cardano or what are you missing in ETH, but like just what is the best one in NFTs? They're all available here.
Yeah, and I know Curly. Curly's very knowledgeable on this kind of stuff too. We were talking in the game night, but Milkamata is going to really be a game changer, I think, to be able to bridge this cross-chain stuff as well. And I don't know, I'm not the technical guy with this stuff, but as these different services start to come online, the ease of use between swapping back and forth between different blockchains and making it fit towards ADA, to be able to utilize your ADA in that manner is going to only bring more and more volume to get this way. One reason I had Goofy Gophers up was just back in that comment back to Emmy about most projects that are minting high, there's no money to make. And you can look at, I think this is an exception out here of Goofy Gophers. So they minted for 379. The floor price is pushing back to 500 again, where it ran up to almost 600 at one point. But this is because this project has a real world use case as far as revenue and profit sharing go, because it's not relying on the crypto, or it's not relying on the NFT market about selling you more stuff. They've already got everything they need, and they're generating that revenue in a unique way that provides value back to those holders. So people are more willing to be like, yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this project because I can see the value. So you're gonna see projects that have real world utility outside of just selling you more NFTs that are gonna probably start to get more valued as as NFTs in general start to evolve.
Yeah. Dusty Death makes a good point. Where is ease of use and ease of vulnerability? Yeah, that's true. I mean, you probably are, more prone to hack attacks and stuff like that if you have everything all on one wallet too. So that's the only downside, I guess, to having everything in one place, because that's like a hacker's paradise, right? Like, oh, I want to drain his Cardano side of that.
That's true. Where Cardano is a little bit more safe because you have the native assets over here, versus where if you're on OpenSea or one of these other where you hit the approve all and your smart contract, all your NFTs are locked up in these smart contracts where they can pretty much just be like, yeah, I'm going to approve all these transactions when you're not signing anymore because you gave me access to it. So I can move anything in and out of your wallet without you having to sign for it after that. And that's how people get drained and bugged and all kinds of scams pop up. So Cardano is a little more unique in that aspect where you have to interact and sign for each one of your transactions. So yeah, the security is a lot higher over here too. So, I mean, but there will be scams and stuff that come along as it gets more popular. So, yeah, I don't think it'll ever be a one size fits all. That's why there's all these different extensions and different wallets, different marketplaces. There's going to be a need for everybody to kind of pop around until maybe we do get that, those top few marketplaces that are able to solve a lot of these problems. But for now, you're seeing like that growth phase, I think.
Yeah. Well, even if the marketplace, or even if MetaMask doesn't add ADA to its wallet, like you said, if there's just a marketplace where you can use any currency or any crypto to purchase NFTs, that'll be a big game changer too, even if it's not on through MetaMask, just the marketplace itself.
If you'd really like, you could have separate wallets. Even it wouldn't necessarily just need to be some way, even if it was some sort of like exchange or some sort of power in there that they could, like I said, just do those transactions behind the scenes where it's like, all I have is ETH, but show me the ADA marketplace, show me what the price is an ETH, and then you guys deal with the transaction behind the scenes and just give me my thing to my MetaMask or my right wallet. You could have multiple wallet connections.
Yeah, I think this over here is a good question from Emmy as well. Do you think if COTAS didn't mint last month, new projects might have done well?
We saw some do well though.
I also think that COTAS was more of a surprise thing, right? A lot of people weren't planning on COTAS happening. They knew something was happening with Ape Society, but we didn't know exactly what it was. So yeah, another 10K collection at 300 and something ADA. Obviously doesn't help the ecosystem when it comes to like new people trying to mint out other projects. But what all it did was pretty much make people evaluate, is this something that I want to get into? People made that choice. And you even saw that most people, once they realized all the golden passes were gone and people kind of got that, they gamified that a little bit through the multi-sig part. You saw that even Ape Society, being as strong as the #1 project that they are, they were having trouble selling this out because people were just like, all right, this isn't doing anything for me in the short term. So we're not going to buy these out, especially if I can't get the rare one to flip. So you saw directly that mentality of the flippers and the people who mint held pretty much off minting out this project until more people came in and were like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and buy. Like, you literally saw that with this.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to have a high mint price, you have to have utility. I'm not talking about Ape Side. I'm just saying in general. I would going back to what I said earlier, like higher mint prices, you have to have utility and a long-term vision for what you want to do with your project. If you're just an art or lore based project, you need to lower that mint price significantly if you want it to sell out or people just to degen in, because that is not going to work.
Yeah. Or if you're
going
to
we got old money going right now.
Yeah, that's a perfect example.
Depends on how fast you're trying to.
That's a different animal, though. They've been here; they're OGs in the space, though. That's
Right.
community driven. Their tech. That's a whole different.
Yeah. If you're a new project,
I'm talking about new project. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
New project.
You need to just set your expectations in check. And now, if you've been here for a year building up a project, you've got a great community behind you. You should kind of be able to gauge with your community about how much stuff you think you can mint out realistically in this market. And then you'd be prepared to see, even if you sell out and the floor kind of tanks or anything like that, you guys are able to continue to move on and do your plans as executed with the amount of funds that you raise.
Yep.
I think that you need to set that in check. Now, if you're an OG project or a project that's been around, you're doing your second mint, you should probably also take into account, hey, this is the time we're minting in. There's a possibility that you may not sell out or it may not do as well as you hoped. And you just need to make that decision. Unless you absolutely need the funds to keep going on, maybe reevaluate your mint window and make an informed decision from there. So I don't know. There's a lot of different factors to take into key right now. It's definitely a tough market. You can go the Club Mars route, where you drop the mint to pretty much a free mint essentially, and the floor runs up the way that it did for, even though it's a 20-something floor, it's essentially a 7x from the mint price. And these guys are doing well in there, but they had a real world business that they could sit on before all this.
Real quick, Mallard, Tommy is going to be Freedom 36ers this year. Tom and TJ are not close to 36 yet. Well, we're close, but we're not there yet.
Yo, shout out to the Boston.
We got a few years.
Not close. Yeah.
Shout out to my fellow 35er. Shout out to Demosthenes, a fellow 35er over there. This year is 35. So that's why I always tell everybody. That's why I have to get the good mints. I have to be able to get, the flips
speed
and
run.
Everything. I got less time. These guys got a couple years to work with on me. So that's why everything is the way it is. But shout out to Mallard for showing up tonight. I guess let's start there. Here, we got Mallard in chat. Why not jump over to
That's what I'm most
Mallard?
familiar with, because you guys both are in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm very happy, excited about that. So it really kind of got you like looking into this more and more every time.
I think where we started with Mallard was Mallard, for me, at least personally, there was two projects that I really saw doing the Ordinals thing early on, and that was Clayforce, which we'll talk about here from Bourbon with Adenauts, and Mallard. But Mallard was one of the projects I was more involved with at the time. So Mallard was the one that really got me pushed personally to get involved with Ordinals. They had some great tutorials and stuff inside the Discord, and obviously we saw with the Soul Shards and how successful those were. They were just kind of doing this as a fun thing. They took some, their artwork, unused assets, and were able to mint the 222 of these. And the way they did it was unique in the sense that all the rune that you stake your Mallards with for free anyway, that you're holding on to, they did a raffle, and they raffled off 222 of these things and airdropped them, or you exchanged them. That with that raffle, you got the shard, and for the shard, you were able to exchange it for a ordinal Mallard, or you could have sold it on the secondary, which these guys.
You won't live buy a shard right now.
I don't know. I need it. That's a calculated decision right now. I'm not getting pressed. I'm not getting pressured into
There was
that.
a moment there, though.
I got him like 3 Sundays ago to do it.
That's because
We'd have done it 3 Sundays ago. He would have done it tonight.
That's because the Negaduck, one of one is still out there, and that's where I'm like, maybe I want to go ahead and actually get that. But that's where
that one. That's cool,
dude. Yeah, look at this. These are the remaining Mallards that are available here. But there's Negaduck right there. Everybody's looking for this one if they can get that. So I don't know what that would fetch on the secondary market, but I can tell you it'd probably be a decent little chunk of Bitcoin. But there's a lot of people with that are waiting and kind of holding out right now. So if you guys aren't familiar with the BTC Ordinal side from Mallard, at least, Mallard, like he said, they did this raffle for Rune and dropped 222 of these BTC Soul Shards. They brought it into their story as like a lost portal that they had to get these ducks that were trapped in this other dimension. And with it, they were able to reclaim the Soul Shard or the lost Ordinal Mallard. And the way to do this is that they inscribed 222 Mallards over on the Bitcoin blockchain, and they were the lower inscriptions too. I think actually I got my PFP.
170 something or
150 to 170, I believe it was. So you can see, and they're over here, and this is where I first started out, which was ordinalswallet.com was the website that got me to get started in Ordinals. And they're a verified collection here. They're a verified collection over on Magic Eden. They're on some other websites as well. But you can see, 151 to 172. So in the grand scheme of things, they were early. And shout out to Demos for being early and having the vision to let's take advantage of this new tech. And here you go. So the Mallards are over here, and I believe what we say there's 40 of them left still to be burned. So
the one thing for going to Bitcoin too, for any project, I mean, that just helps marketing for Cardano too. It just shows that what we have on our side, whether you have a limited collection or a full collection over there, you can show what we have over here, because I know Demosthenes is always in other spaces, blockchain spaces. So I think more and more people need to do that, especially new projects. You shouldn't just market to Cardano. Yes, that should be probably the majority of them, but you should also look outside of Cardano in spaces as far as marketing your project, just to kind of get new eyes and new money in the space as well, to kind of help the whole ecosystem. So what they did early on was very smart with the Bitcoins over there.
100%.
It was cool though that they didn't just do this to be like a cash grab kind of thing. Because everything that they did, they came out of pocket to inscribe all this stuff, and they airdropped everything. They didn't charge their holders for a single thing, and that is one thing notable that I at least took away from this, is that the holders didn't need to do anything. The rune was, you're already earning rune from your Mallard. That was airdropped to you. You could have potentially made up to almost 4,000 ADA at one point when the soul shards were what they were. And even now to this day, even if you burned and got your Mallard, if you look at the sold Mallards that are still out there, the inscriptions, they're still selling for roughly, I don't know what 0.02 is right now. That's, I don't know, a few, almost like $1,000.
Yeah.
So they brought direct value from their collection without having to do anything different, but it also got a lot of people involved in the ordinals. Now there's a whole ordinals section inside the Mallard Discord that people talk about brand new ordinals projects all the time.
Well, I think people forget, and I've said this before, you mentioned that they didn't charge for these ordinals. Like, the only collection they actually charged for was the main Mallard order collection. They didn't charge their invitations. They didn't charge for their oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on the relics. Yeah, they used Ruin, but they didn't use actual ADA. So they have the ordinals over here. The only thing they charged for was the main Mallard order collection. So people forget that in the space.
And there you go. Airdrops from other Ordinals projects planned for the people who hold the Ordinals Mallards.
Let's go, baby.
And don't forget, too, if you entered into the Rune raffle and did not win one of the Soul Shards, they're also doing airdrops and care packages for people who entered in and spent some sort of Rune during that time, especially for the people who went hard. I think they were even rewarding them with certain like higher tier things, just as like a thank you for participating and not leaving anyone empty handed. So
do you remember how much you spend for yours?
I think I spent roughly like I want to say about 8,000 runes.
I think I was like 6K things. I was a little less than you. I remember that.
I did about 8,000, but I won mine from the invitation letter as the one that I won it, because there's 81, I believe, that won from the invitation letter, and that was the best chance. So I dumped the most rune during that time.
I did it too. I kind of strategically put my rune in certain spots as well. I kind of thought about it before I just dumped it someplace.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a fun way to go about it, and now seeing Magic Eden and like going over there and seeing the Mallard order over there is a pretty cool thing. So it's really cool to see Mallards in other spaces. They've connected with. I remember listening to the Bitcoin Frogs one as well, and I know they're doing a lot of like their marketing with other people to bring Mallard order not only on the Bitcoin blockchain, but bringing people back to Cardano too. So it's cool. It's a unique project in the sense that they're very innovative, and they always have been that way, starting with the invitation letter, and they perfect it, not in a way that where it doesn't feel like it's a cash grab kind of pull. It's something that, at least in my mind, they always do a good job about bringing value to the people who hold versus you don't need to sell your assets. If you just would have held an invitation letter and just let it ride from there on and minted your stuff, like you're sitting up on this project 100%. Right now.
Yep. Well, it's the one that, I mean, obviously not trying to, put the pressure on and compare too much, but it's something that we originally talked about with the original apes. You know what I mean? When you see those bored apes, where if you just got that original bored ape, which even that you had to mint. It was different. It wasn't like the invitations where they found members of the community actively engaging and build that community for the mint. But just in the general where you bought that, you didn't just have to sell when that hyped up or did well or whatever happened. Run. You could have just held it and continued to collect money on the drops on the airdrops and the coins. You were good to go.
Yeah.
And like you said, back to what you said too, TJ, like, I mean, especially if you're just truly like Cardano only, I'm a fan of Cardano, only care about Cardano stuff, then it still makes sense to cheer for things on the ordinal side. Because like you said, if the Mallards do well, if they become popular and take off and they're one of the top projects, which is not even something they're necessarily pushing for. It's just if they got a lot of attention over there and people were like, oh, what is this project? To start looking into it. And they come over to this side, then they're going to buy them. They're not going to come over and be like, oh, this is cool, Cardano. I already have one of these Mallard order on ordinal side. Let me buy a baby alien. That's not what they're going to do. They're going to go and they're going to buy a Mallard on the Cardano side, have both sides connected, and then maybe start taking a look at some other things, or at least just get involved in the community.
Yeah, well, just to put it in perspective too about being early over on the as far as the numbers go, you can see the sub 10K ordinals. It doesn't matter what these things are; they're running at a floor of 0.1 Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's at what 2,800. That's what $2,800 right there floor for some of the nonsense images. The people who are just early into these ordinals. And some of these, all of these have a floor of this. So it just shows that the numbers are valued, and even now the sub 100,000. Ordinals are starting. They've had their own little run over there. So as we get more and millions of these, being there early enough, getting in that 100,000 or even less than that, I mean, it may pay off. Who knows? This is never financial advice. This whole thing could be a fad and could go away.
Real quick.
nfaFA. There you go.
Slam it.
Yeah, but it's been fun, man. And then shout out to the Mallard team for the ordinal section. I will give them a huge shout out. I was able to do our F35.sats early on in the 318,000 inscription because they had a tutorial in their Discord on how to do that. So big shout out to them for even showing how to go ahead and do that. The Bitcoin monkeys I minted because of the Mallard Discord. Bitcoin frogs I had because of the Mallard Discord. And even having trading on this website, the ordinalswallet.com, I was airdropped a little space Pepe the other day for trading on it. So it all has to do with, it stemmed from the Mallard order. So definitely wanted to give them their flowers for at least getting me personally, and I know you, TJ, into this ecosystem.
Looking forward to the Raiders Guild coming out this week. So I'm pumped to try that.
Yeah,
shout out to them. Emmy, when Freedom 35ers Crosschain episode? We're dipping our toes this episode. This is it. We're dipping our toes. We're starting.
Yeah. Tonight, if you want a Crosschain mega space, we're talking ordinals, we're talking Cardano, we're talking a little bit of everything over there. And we're about to showcase Mallard order is kind of the start for us over there. And then, of course, there's some other projects that are making their way over there. So we're going to jump into some of those that maybe not on your radar, maybe you didn't know about, or maybe you just wanted to kind of see who else is doing what. That's kind of what tonight's episode is. And of course, we can go jump into some topics throughout the show. If you guys have questions, feel free to throw them in there for us. We may look at some mints maybe that are coming up this week and kind of go that route. So yeah, appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. This is just another F35 live, just hanging out. Nice Monday night.
We will have to preface though that, like you said this before, Tommy, but Cardano will always be home to us. You know what I mean? Like this will always come back to Cardano, but it's always good to explore other blockchains though, to kind of see what they have and see what that's the way to make money in crypto. That's really the main reason why the majority of everybody got into crypto in general, was to make money.
Oh, 100%. I think and everybody finds more stuff from there. Finds their own niche, their own interests, their own communities. There's a lot that can come from that. But yeah, shout out to the Mallards. Give them their flowers. They're always out there doing their thing. One that we have to talk about though too is Bourbon has been a big pioneer over on the ordinal side from the Cardano community. You may have seen him with multiple collections. The obviously Adanauts going over here, with the Satoshinauts was a big deal for that community. And even so, he's kind of just went full deep dive into the ordinals just in general right now. So if you guys are not familiar with Clayforce, I know Wurs was in the chat earlier. Clayforce was Adanauts, formerly known as that. They are now rebranded over to Clayforce, and they're going cross chain. But I know Bourbon, the founder, has been heavily into the Bitcoin and the ordinals right now, and making good friends with a lot of people inside that space, and even dropping his own collection outside of this. You've got the Clay Monkey Collective, you've got the Space Clay Pepes. There's a bunch of different things going on. But one thing that I have not caught too much up on, and maybe if there's anybody in chat who is interested or who's been in part of Clayforce, is I've seen some comments about from people of like, hey, like, has he abandoned Cardano, or what's the deal with this? I'm not too caught up on that, so I'd love to know any feedback from anybody in chat, or maybe you guys over here, TJ. I know you were a little bit involved with Adanauts more than I was.
I'm not sure specifically. I don't want to like comment on it if I don't know for sure, but it feels that way. But I kind of understand in a sense, because he's always said he really is just an art project. So people with a different mindset going in like, oh, I want to hold these forever and I want to wait till it goes to a 10K floor, whatever the case may be. But he's always stayed true to him just being an art project, and it shows. I've always liked the clay art that he does, but I'm not sure as far as, is he abandoning Cardano? I don't know. I can't say he is or isn't. I'm not quite sure. I was actually going to ask Words if he was still in chat, if he knew a little more about that, honestly.
I was going to say, have you looked at their floor recently on our side?
No, I honestly personally have not.
I did, yes, actually. They went down a bit.
I think most things are over in this space. So what does it take to get to level 7? I guess that's going to be the first thing.
Well, I think you need 7 of them to burn.
So is it 7 total to get to level 7 to burn?
I think so.
I feel like they would be snatched up a little easier if it was that easy to get there, personally. But maybe I'm off on that. Maybe you need some serums or some other stuff, and it's maybe, I don't know. I would assume you would need something a little bit more than just 7 of these, but who knows, right? But yeah, it definitely has taken a little bit of a hit, I think, and I've just seen some of the criticism. But it'd be, yeah, he's got Cardano, he's got Ordinals here, and I don't think he's ever leaving Cardano fully, as far as I understand it right now. But I definitely know he's laying hard into this like opportunity right now.
Yeah.
With the Satoshinauts and the Clay Monkeys. So
I think he's similar to, not to speak for him, but I just know, getting into chat with him a little more, probably similar to what you were just saying, TJ. It's going to be like, Cardano's his first love too.
Yeah.
So, he's always going to have where his project started as well, is where he got his first support. He's at CNFT Con. So, you'd hope to see on some level. I can imagine he'd be around in some capacity.
Yeah. I definitely know he's going to be around, and he's helped grow in this community. He started here, and I always think he's going to have a place here. I just know that right now he's laying into this. And Ordinals Wallet, which is one of the biggest marketplaces right now, 52,000 followers. They're doing direct stuff with him right now, and he's got the Clay Pepe collection, which the Pepes were the Pixel Pepes were the first like airdrop from Ordinals Wallet that have a, I think, 0.05 floor right now. So they're at like a $1,200 floor or something crazy. For a free airdrop, and he's doing some stuff with them as well. With the Clay Monkeys,
those came out so cool. I actually like those Clay Pepes a lot.
He's got some eggs that are going on. I've been seeing Mopar and a few other people that 224 eggs reserved for Clay Monkeys and Wave 1 Clayforce. 76 will be up for grabs in the future. So
I have 4 Clayforce. David, just not to cut you off, David.
3 eggs under 100,000 inscription too. So he was early on to this stuff. I don't know, what was their Satoshinauts too. I didn't even look at the inscription number on those. That'd be
I know they were under 1 million.
Oh yeah, no, under 200,000. 129 to 196. So yeah, so there's a lot of there potentially is a lot of big. And if he grows, that's the other thing too, is where Clay, Adanauts was doing its thing over on Cardano, and he always had like a place over here, but it was never like the biggest project out there.
Yeah.
But he went over here and started making waves, and they really did implement the technology aspect of like trying to teach people to get into it. And I think that value alone is what really sparked up him to have a voice over there of like leading the charge. I know he was involved in a lot of other projects. So big shout out to him for that. But if you look at it, they basically want you to learn how to inscribe your own Adenar Satoshinauts. So I believe the way I'm reading this is that they actually generate the image for your Satoshinauts, and they have you inscribe it yourself, and they walk you through it in a ticket process to be able to inscribe your own Satoshinauts, which I think is actually really cool. So it gets you to learn it. So gamma.io, if you guys aren't familiar, you can have, there isn't, I don't know if anybody doesn't know yet, but there is the main wallet, if you're using like the MetaMask, the Nami wallet, something along those lines, is a wallet called Xverse. And right now, Xverse is a nice, easy, same thing. You can create a seed phrase, spending password, all that fun stuff. And you have a Bitcoin and stacks kind of thing here for your Bitcoin. You can receive, send and receive as normal. And you can also go to this tab right here where you can have your inscription. So if you click receive, you have your Ordinals wallet address and your Stacks NFT wallet. So if you want to send like the pictures, the actual Ordinals here, you can actually send this. It gives you your own personalized Ordinals wallet, and that's where you send your Ordinals to. If you want to send and receive Bitcoin, you need to send it to this address. So there's two separate things.
Did you say this has mobile too?
This, yes, it does have mobile. Okay. Yes, Xverse does have a mobile app, and you're seeing it right here for the first time over here. But I don't know if I told you guys, but you do. F35's got an inscription right here. We're on the blockchain. We just made it right past the million. I was trying to go for the right on the million, didn't quite hit the number.
Damn, that's wild, dude.
You don't want to go for full 35, Tommy?
I was trying. We do have 3 and 5, which is actually wild to have inside of that inscription number, which is pretty crazy.
Damn, because you were talking last week and they were like only 600,000 or something. Like, yeah, we can just generate like 35 real quick images or something, and then we can be in the under 1 million inscriptions.
I was gonna be like, you were like, oh, it's only $200 too. Like, God.
Yeah, right. It's been like almost $1,000 to do it.
A little more than we want to do for like, funsies.
David Justice, sorry, dialing back to chat, guys. Sorry, I got like a long-winded conversation. Let's dial back a little bit back here. So funny you guys funny talking about. So funny you talking about getting level 7. Honestly, dude, I've been David not been paying attention at all. I've been terrible about paying attention to my Aeronauts or now Clayforce. So I have no idea where I just abandoned like paying attention to it. I'll be honest with you guys.
You win, man. It's funny.
Hey,
I wish.
Maybe we'll do something. We'll see what we can do over here. Jab Abadoo, I love your name. Talking about a 10K table. If you want our thoughts on this, we did a great podcast on Friday, and we talked literally just about this topic for like 20 minutes. Main thing.
That'd be cool.
They really want to drain wallets. Can't we do it at Charles's farm? Charles, I think, confirmed going to CNFT Con, maybe putting some resources behind it.
Man, your business.
Guess I'm watching porn. Buddy, you stick with us here. Don't go to the dark side yet. Bringing this back. Yeah, bringing this back. Shout out to Clayforce for being pioneers as well as Mallard in this space. If you guys are interested in anything Ordinals right now, make sure to follow Bourbon and Clayforce. They've got some new collections out there as well. Great resource to learn more about that. Let's talk a little bit about some other projects in the ecosystem that are making their way towards there as well. Shout out to Cardano Proxies and Tudor and Berto. I saw in the chat a little bit earlier. They are going the Ordinals route as well. And they've got their own. They've got the proxy Bitcoin going on. There's 100 of them from the Wisdom.
Me too, J-Hub. I didn't get one last time. I missed out on that one.
What do you miss out on?
Getting a pick with Charles.
Oh yeah, no, definitely this next time.
You caught him luckily too, Tommy. You're pretty fortunate when you caught him because you thought you missed it for the day.
Dude, I'll never forget. Who are you talking about? J-Hub?
You got a picture with Charles.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
100%. Yeah, I mean it's cool. You got J-Hub too.
I was like, what are you talking?
No, I'm talking about
Jay. That's fucked up,
Charles.
Bro. No, dude. Yeah, we did catch him walking around. So it was actually really easy to talk to. Surprisingly, and he spent a lot of time with everybody. So shout out to Charles. Shout out to Jay. Looking forward to seeing you again. Brought the whole family.
Yeah, I mean he's a celebrity in our space, but really he's just a normal computer programmer guy.
Yeah. 100%. Well, shout out to him. Shout out to, like I said, the proxies being in chat a little bit earlier. I don't know if they're still here or not, but essentially they're going the Bitcoin route as well to the Ordinals. They actually went over to Ergo for a little bit, which I didn't know. But now they're dipping their toes into the Ordinal section as well. There's 100 of their Wisdom NFTs that are going this way, and they have this propitious.
There you go.
Pronouncing that?
Mm-hmm, got it.
Say that 5 times fast. The necklace that they're basically kind of like the BTC shard, kind of be that same unlock for you to go ahead and get through to the Ordinals. I'm sorry, I'm like reading and like thinking at the same time. Cool way they're doing this though is they're doing raffles that feature other tokens from other projects. So they had. I believe they've changed this a little bit in response to the community. They're going to be rechanging the distribution method on how they're doing the raffle for this. But it's basically going to allow people to purchase the remaining like 50 plus Wisdom Ordinals they have for Proxy and ADA on top of the raffle for like Hosky, Society, Rag, and all these other ones. So they're bringing Cardano projects into be able to utilize their utility with them to be able to get to the Ordinal section. So interesting enough, a different way to go about doing that. So it's still like
They
taking
always
the
do things a little
Cardano
bit
side.
different. I like that a lot.
I do like that too. They always like that. They're always not afraid to try new things out for their projects and their holders. I do like that a lot from them.
And you can recognize too, like, hey, if things are you know, we need to switch it up. The market's like going a little tough right now. Here's a cool way to bring Cardano along with us over to this other chain and explore this opportunity. I do like some of the artwork for the proxies. Like you said, the Bitcoin look over there. I always thought the
I would say I've always like, yeah. Well, I mean proxies you're talking about.
Yes, proxies.
Yeah, I've always liked their artwork too.
The artwork has been very clean. So like I said, they always have some clean stuff. So like I said, if there's not the best looking stuff over on Bitcoin's Ordinals sometimes on artwork. So when you see something like this over there, it'll probably catch your eye. That's for sure. So 100 of these will be going over to the blockchain too. So shout out to proxies.
Arrow art, we got the quick on our thumbnail actually tonight because we knew about going the Ordinals too.
Oh, don't you worry, guys. We got a bunch of these. We're kind of knocking through some of these right now, just showing you guys what's out there, who's doing what, how you can kind of get involved. So if you guys are interested in what Proxies is doing, make sure to go jump over to their Discord. There's going to be a way if you own the Proxies token as well, plus some ADA to do 50 more of these. So if you guys want to get a jump on that, make sure to go head over there. Big shout out to Berto and Tudor from the Proxies community who've been active as well in this little bear market. Things have been a little tough, but they keep building. I guess we can talk quick. I didn't have them lined up right off the jump like this, but we could do that. Do you guys want to go the quick route? Because quick has
make it real
quick.
Yeah, make it real quick.
Whoa. We're gonna make it really no quick. Actually, I'm gonna go over to there we go.
I don't have enough kids who making jokes like that.
Yeah. Keyboard Warriors, I know we haven't talked to them in a while. They've got a lot of stuff actually they're working on right now. They released a new roadmap. They've got their avatars for their internet cafe, the version 2, a bunch of stuff that they're getting ready to launch online because they were very obviously hyped to mint last year. They're going the Ordinals route as well. And they're right here. They kind of give you some holder benefits besides just owning more artwork from Jesserai. This will also get you a playable avatar mint over in the KWIC universe, plus some exclusive content within the QuickVerse. So giving utility back to anybody who is minting one of their BTC Ordinals over there. I forget the direct supply that they have. I'd have to go back and pull it up over in the Discord because everybody's got a little bit different approach to the way that they're doing these different things.
I want to touch on El Gooch real quick. It says that sounded weird. What he said, you have to give it to Clay.
You want to do what?
You want to touch on El Gooch?
I want to say touch what he said. You have to give it to Clay and Ape Society and Derp Project for moving forward with their path and not getting sidetracked with the new Ordinal meta. I wouldn't say like projects are getting sidetracked. I look at it, I think I said it earlier, as a marketing strategy for projects on Cardano. It's just helping get eyes on other blockchains on their project on Cardano. So I think it is a marketing tactic, honestly.
You got to think about it too, is that not everybody is the Ape Society and Clay Nation.
No.
You know,
that's the other thing too. They have things that they're working on and stay focused on. That's done to just be like,
sometimes
we can just sit here and chill and focus on what we're doing. Some people kind of need to continue to build out that.
And if they need a little way to stand out and maybe get some, all it takes is a little bit of a spark. Is, say they actually do get a community on Bitcoin or like, hey, we really like these. Where do you guys start from? Oh, we're actually on Cardano. Okay, well, let me go check that out. There's this really cool project that I'm a fan of that I found over here, but now they're interacting with Cardano because of it. So
100%.
Also, big shout out to Keyboard Warriors. Has some of the coolest artwork in my opinion.
I'm still a huge fan of the art.
I'm glad you take it as legit. I appreciate that. It's a legit take.
Oh, shout out to Arrow Heart too. Going to a quick IRL meetup here in Melbourne. Shout out to them down in Australia. That'd be dope to go ahead and hang out with those guys.
I'm in Melbourne, Florida.
No, not that close.
Go hang out with those guys.
Yeah, that would be dope. They said basically they get the why Bitcoin question over here, and they said that Cardano will always be QUIC's permanent base, while Bitcoin enables QUIC to explore new opportunities and expand their ecosystem. And then basically labeling this, and I think it's a good description, is that as the pioneer in the field of blockchain technology, Bitcoin has been instrumental in catalyzing the creation of non-fungible tokens. The opportunity to inscribe QUIC NFTs onto the OG blockchain is a momentous opportunity, affording us the privilege to become a part of history.
Yeah.
So it's true. I mean, a lot of projects. This who knows? This is the OG of cryptocurrency, the start of it all, and they have a way for these artwork for people to live forever on this blockchain. Who wouldn't want that? We've seen what happens with baseball cards, with Pokemon cards, with different things that if you're in early, over time, how those things, especially if it takes off, how they can appreciate. So everybody wants kind of that opportunity too.
I remember, I have to give him a shout out for this because I know Fettuccini back then, they always wanted this. He always wanted the blockchains to work together with the NFTs, and that's why he made the Angel Baby Hit Squad, so he could have the cross-chain capability with that. So I think now he's starting to see that with other projects that are either here and new doing that. So I think shout out to Fettuccini for seeing that first a year and a half ago, honestly.
I think a lot of people are probably like, why do we need other chains involved with this? And it's more so like, we need other chains because we need more community members. We are such a small community right now, and getting people to discover this chain, to get to, all it takes is for somebody to really deep dive a little bit into Cardano and then understand what it really means. And hopefully like they may fall in love, like what a lot of us have. But yeah, big shout out to Keyboard Warriors team as well. There's 300 of these. You have a whitelist price. I think it says 0.008 BTC and a public price of 0.01 BTC. And they're basically raffling these off based upon your role, what kind of roles you have over in the Discord. So you can get a whitelist role if you are a 50 plus whale, 25 to 49, or a 10 to 24 collector. You basically you get a support ticket. You can claim one of these 125 spots. The other 125 spots are going to be given out to quick holders, and then 50 more will be given out through engaging ways with games, raids, and raffles. Man, that didn't come out well. Way. Yeah, dude, I'm talking way too much tonight. I'm sweating over here. Sweating, dude. Shout out to Keyboard Warriors, dude.
I want to touch on El Penis real fast.
It's the nacho.
But just Derp is a sleeper. I still agree, nfaFA, but I just think that's one that with the technology and stuff that they have behind it, and just the moves that they've made, and every time they've come out with something new, the way we've seen them kind of take those jumps, I still think that they have more in the tank. I think we have a lot more to see. I'm excited.
Oh, Derp's just getting started. Dude.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it's continuous.
I remember Dave had those.
Like we just had the first like that first incubator. Like we're seeing all this, and it's something they've discussed too. But just that was the test run. That was the trial. So I'm very excited for what they got to come.
Community is hilarious too. I love the community. I love the memes. shout out to Slumber Shark for getting me to say, good morning, or I'll cut it off live on stream before I even knew what that was. Shout out. I think I quoted that the other day over on Twitter, and Dave commented, he goes, top 5 F35 moment right there on stream. Yeah, shout out to Derp too. They've got a lot of cool stuff. The branding, the new logo, everything, man. I'm really looking forward to what they've got coming up. Who we got? We got Blake in the chat over here. Shout out to Blake. Spark Lab coming online tomorrow. A quick Spark Lab plug midstream. Break away from the Ordinals real quick. Break that up. Some Cardano content. April 11th. They're not minting tomorrow. Heads up.
7 up.
Probably should have started with something like that.
Heads up, 7 up. But not minting tomorrow. But you can subscribe for the full premium access for $7.99, I believe it is. And you can get full access to the site, or you can go experience the site live tomorrow. Starting at 11.
You know that? Didn't you sign up, Tommy?
I did actually sign up. I don't know if I can show that. Blake, will I get in trouble if I show Spark Lab?
Yo, real quick, shout out to J Hub on his birthday. Happy birthday, J Hub.
I can't get in. Blake, I'm broken. I'm locked out over here. I won't do that over there. But we'll show that 11 a.m. tomorrow. We can get into the Spark Lab. I know. Actually, I'm sure you can click on this link, and he's got a video that shows this way better than Tommy over here. Yeah, he gave a little breakdown right here for everybody. If you didn't get a chance to see it on his weekly live stream last week, he did a whole breakdown on the actual site, what you can look at. He's got Atlantic over there. Big shout out to him. He got featured videos over here like, hey, Freedom 35ers, Yummy Universe. So they've got some really cool layouts, cool subcategories. You've got featured content creators and projects like Chains of War. You got Cornucopias, Wolves of Rome, Dead Rabbits. You got Thor, Atlantic, Us, Block, so many others that are out there. It's going to be really cool to get a chance to see this come live. And I'm excited for everybody to check this out. It's really cool to be a part of this. So huge shout out to Blake. And the reason he did what he did right now, instead of launching an NFT with recognizing where the market's at. $7.99. I feel like maybe that's a little more. You'd be more willing to spend $7.99 for a month's worth of premium content. So
100%.
they're going to gauge demand from that and then adjust the mint from there and see where they go. So huge shout out to Blake. Quick little Spark Lab plug for anybody over there. And we are a partner content provider for you guys over there. So maybe you'll see some exclusive F35 content over on the Spark Lab. I don't know. Maybe you'll have to tune in.
We've already toyed with the idea of a couple of video ideas. So I'm pretty excited to test them out over there. Honestly, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be dope. Blake, I'm not going to use the password on there because somebody's going to figure it out because I'm too slow to type.
He uses a controller for gaming. He doesn't use mouse and keyboard, so really he's just finger poking everything.
Guys, I'm not even typing right now. This whole night, that's how I control stuff.
I honestly believe that.
You see, like when I
remember that old Xbox attachment you could put on the bottom of the controller, the keyboard? No, the keyboard.
Oh yeah, like
the bottom. So you could, like,
yeah.
I'm surprised you don't have one of those.
Yeah, that's just how I roll, Yeah.
Anyway. All right, El Gooch, man, we appreciate that. Have a good night.
TJ will touch on it a little later. Hey,
I said I was like, damn it.
Who's a curveball project that we have not talked in a long time? Doing the Ordinals route over here. Shout out to the Boss Cat Rocket Club over here. BCRC doing the Ordinals route.
We brought them up recently, didn't we?
Last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we talked to them like pretty recently.
Stop, Blake. Come on, bro. Don't be a Tommy.
I'm
upset with you,
Blake. Hey, I appreciate that right there.
You.
Hey, let's go. I play some Rocket League with the controller. What of it?
Oh, stop it.
Boss Cat Rocket Club over here going the Ordinals route as well. Let me pull this up as I find it down here. I believe they go in 300 of these.
Actually, you can submit wallets tonight. I think it ends if you want to try for the public mint on the Boss Cat Rocket Club Ordinals. I was reading the announcement earlier.
Oh, you need to get over to the Boss Cat Discord. Honestly, I kind of want one. I'm not lying.
Too. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like, can we get past the
we did talk about this, Tommy, because we were like we're
yeah.
not missing out on this one. Miss out on the last one.
I'd love to know how they feel about Boss Cat now. Because obviously we know how everybody claimed so much stuff back when they first launched, and not gonna lie, I definitely felt sketchy when they first got into the space. They're still here, man.
Yeah,
they're still building.
Strong community, that's for sure.
I will say the Boss Cat community does show up pretty hard. We haven't really built a repertoire with them at all because we really haven't been talking about it. But I can promise you, if anybody does talk about them, they usually go pretty hard. But no, I do think that
they don't really connect with anyone from their team either. We never kind of had those conversations really on or anything.
That is true.
But yeah, 100%. They're one of the ones that they're very loud for sure.
Very loud in a good sense of that. Hey, dude, people.
Their community. I mean, not like they come out and they show up to their community 100%.
Yeah. It looks like the way to go, how to claim it. I'm trying to find it out over here. How I can actually get. They had a cool announcement for it and a website as well.
It's on their main announcement. I'll send it over.
There we go. I got it. I just need to. Oh, wrong thing.
It's March 25th. They posted about it.
Yeah, I got it.
333 of them. 100 will be available to public. I'll just really
333. Okay, there you go. Bosscat.com. bosscatracketclub.com/ordinals. We'll get you there.
Too many IPAs tonight.
I got the one just hanging out with it. I'm sweating a little bit. Interesting though. They got the little BTC eyes. That's the one we use in the thumbnail here. But yeah. So how much did you say? What was the supply?
100 for Publix, but there's 330
for Publix.
Total.
Did they got a pub sub with that too?
They do. And they have Aldi's one, and they have Albertsons and all that good stuff. So
nice. All right, sounds good. I'm looking forward to the Boss Cat Publix Club.
It's sad. Only people in like Southeast America will know what Publix is, probably.
Yeah.
Publix is making its way like North Carolina or something.
Yeah.
What's Southeast America?
Shout out to everybody knows about pub subs over here. Chicken tenders, though. Whew. If you never had a chicken tender and you come down to Florida or in this little vicinity and catch a Publix, make sure to get one of those. No, I think, look at this Shark Dive over here. He's got, Boss Cat. Let's go. Hey, we got a Boss Cat in the chat right now.
We do.
Last time I had a pub sub was when I was throwing up in Publix for your bachelor's party.
Nice.
Yeah, that first morning.
I remember that. I went to walk by and say what's up to Tom, completely ignored me. He was beelined for the bathroom, bro.
Yeah,
and he's
like, then I came out, it was fine. Yeah,
he's fine. He apologized.
It was like 7 a.m. It was like that morning puke. I was ready to go.
That was funny as shit.
how do you think Boss Cat's going to do over on Bitcoin?
I think they'll
I think they're fine.
I think they're going to mint out just from the community.
Yeah, I think definitely going to mint out 100%.
I think they did mention to they had no like an immediate utility plan for him right now, but they did say they never know where this could kind of go in the future. They're looking to grow their kind of the brand just like everybody else, right? And who knows where it goes from there? Because like I said, the community shows up. So if these guys keep growing, who knows where what the possibilities could be for this? So
I'd be curious if they're already under the 1 million inscriptions, if they already have it as a collection, and they're just going to send them out. I don't know. I didn't look too deep into it yet.
That'd be a sneak. I doubt it, though. I can't imagine that. They'll probably mint it. That'd be a huge risk to take on as well.
The price too for these is going to be 0.018 BTC. I don't know what is that. What is Bitcoin right now? 30,000. Dude, Bitcoin's running right now.
It went over 30K. Yeah,
$540 roughly right now on the mint price. So a little on the pricier side, but most of these ordinals mints are some of them are, not all of them, but some of them are a little pricier. So if you're in this ecosystem right now, it's maybe a good way for you to go ahead and catch them. And if you wanted to get in and just perhaps be a piece of their history, this is a cool little way to do that. So Boss Cat Rocket Club making their way over to the ordinal, as Curly said, taking the yellow pill. Or orange. Damn it.
Orange. Oh, come on. I even repeated what you said.
I know. He was just flowing with it, right?
I was feeling it.
Man. Who else did we have?
Hold on real quick. When are you going to sing J-Hub happy birthday, bro? It's his birthday. You got to sing happy birthday to him.
J-Hub, bro. It's your birthday?
Yeah, he said it earlier. I said happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday to J-Hub. There, you know whose else's birthday it was? It's a shout out to Shooter McGavin, his son's birthday, or daughter, maybe. He said a kid. He didn't say daughter or son. So your kid, happy birthday to your son or daughter.
If you're watching this right now, I don't know why.
Yeah, that I don't know. But if you stopped in for whatever reason, happy birthday. I hope you all had a fun night. There you go. Birthday shout outs.
Cardano Poppy says season 3 Reddit avatars dropped this week.
I was going to say, it's actually pretty big. Yeah.
That is huge. Because I remember those took off last time.
Off for sure.
Yeah.
Dang, dude, Cardano Poppy always got some little alpha dropping over there. Dude, what FutureFest? Dude, you guys
for us.
Yeah, he's always got some fat alpha. FutureFest, when you guys drop an Ordinals collection? I don't think they're going to do that. But shout out to them for everything. I got to get back into some FutureFest events, man. We need some. I want Yummy Island round 2 to come back. Just to drive around on those little jet skis again.
That was a cool event to watch. Honestly, I really enjoyed that.
I like watching Tommy try and break it.
Right?
I remember the one event he went to. We were trying to tell him to jump on the stage, and we were trying to teach him how to use the mouse and keyboard because he can't use the mouse and keyboard.
I had it set up.
Oh yeah,
that too. Yeah.
Oh man, I was trying to go back and find a nice little edit of that. Remember the last time I tried to show it on screen and our computer just completely broke?
Hold on, this just
I think you gave Cardano Poppy like a heart attack because he was just like, they can't be showing this right now. It looks terrible. What's going on?
Oh, they do have the virtual farmers market.
Oh, that's right. They already said that last year when he came on the show.
Wow, we were stupid with Veggiemates too, dude.
Yes, that's dope. We're gonna talk about that this week.
Yo, Pop, you got a link? Drop that thing over there. Otherwise, I'm struggling right now.
On the high holiday. All right.
On the high holiday? FutureFest. Since dude, this is where we're
trying to hit the high note when you said hi.
Oh, I can't do that.
Flat. So flat.
Stop, dude. Flat. What is it? 8 weeks of. Here it is, right here, farmers market with Paul Thomas too from Good Charlotte. Shout out to them from the Veggiemates team. Yeah, dude, I'm actually looking forward. Look at this. They got a lot of different people over here. April 20th, a little 420, just blaze it. 3 p.m. Pacific over here. They got some big projects over here as well. Dang, man, I need to get. So is this all going to be all built out for FutureFest with all the I don't know, man. Is it going to be like straight farmers market vibe? It looks pretty dope from what I can see.
I think that's what he was saying. You can go in like the booths and everything and purchase shit. I don't know. I thought that's what he said last time he was on the show. I could be completely wrong and just wishful thinking here, but I thought that's what he said. That would be cool.
Ooh, I need to go ahead and I need to catch back up on what y'all got going on outside of. Obviously, this is I don't know. What is this? Oh, it's a gallery right there.
As always, a FutureFest though, not financial advice. It is fun advice. This is where nfaFA stem from FutureFest.
Dude, FemFest got going on right there. Yeah, dude, shout out to FutureFest, man. What were we talking about before that? I don't even know. I'm all sidetracked now.
Ordinals, we were talking about Bosca Rock.
Oh,
you were going to transition to Magic Kongs because they kind of went well with each other.
Yeah. Well, the Magic Kongs too. Obviously, you can see the artwork. Yeah, there we are. Boom. 10-10. We got time. This is gonna. Oh,
Hold on, real quick. Shout out to Ken for rocking the F35 swag and NFT New York this week, buddy. I saw that. It's dope.
ooh.
I didn't actually see that. Wait, really?
Yeah. Dude, shout out. We got Ken over here. We can pull this up. Q over here. It's actually on the caricatures. Caricatures is a word that I can never say. There we are. Caricatures.art. The account, he's all loaded up for NFT NYC. Look at that. You've got some old money, Angel Baby Hit Squad, Aeonium Sky, good old money, these nuts, his book. And then you got F35 right there. Cypher Kicks. But yeah, it's still surreal seeing that. Ken, you've like one of like a few people. Words has a shirt. You have a shirt. We have shirts, and I think that's in like some of our family are like the only F35 swag members. I've got a whole thing of T-shirts that we're working to try to optimize a better way to get them to everybody. But shout out to you for rocking that out there. That's really cool.
People have been asking about it too. There's people asking about it last week even.
There's a couple things on the back end that we have to do first, though. Then we'll get those rolling out for sure.
Not wrap it up on the back end. We got some stuff to do on the back end, huh?
Hey.
Hey, don't tell the gooch that. Yo, I can't. Well, speaking of New York too, maybe we could get back to that a little bit later. But shout out for Mallard, we're still being over in chat right now because I know they got their art gallery. That's going to be really dope.
Emergence.
I can't wait to see what's going on there. And then they got some Twitch stream going on for that. Can't wait to see that. But yeah, just quick back to the Kongs thing. This is one of the things that got people, up in arms a little bit, but mainly, and I've seen the other side from the Kongs community, like, what do you want, dude? They're burning some of the supply for these shrooms, and it's getting people another reason to go ahead and collect some of this stuff. So some of it felt like the timing was off a little bit on the way that they did it. Others were really happy with it. So
you know, you're not going to please everybody. I mean, when they even were minting, they were getting flamed for it. So whatever. They're just like, oh, we're going to go to Bitcoin, put a portion of the collection there. There we go.
Yep. So the Kongs are going that route, and the way to get them is I think you had to burn 6 of the one shroom and 2 of the other. I think it was, if I remember right. I have to go look. But the community obviously are being trolls a little bit over in the comments. Others loved it. For me, I honestly, it makes more sense. I think the whole decision to do the 4,888 as a public sale kind of was a little out of touch with the community, like just from a personal perspective. But I can understand if they were needing funds to do certain things. You got to do what you got to do to raise some funds, right? But
I mean, I think there's some limits to that.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is at some point, right? Hey, I think if you're transparent about it, I guess it's about being transparent. Is really what it is at the end of the day. Like, hey guys, look, we're in order to execute our plan, this is what we've got coming up. We're running this 4,888 to get more people.
Got it. What's the plan?
Fund it. Done. And you could have shut people up and be like, oh, why are you doing it? Oh, they just told you why. You either accept it or you move on, whatever. But it's like the whole little bit of mystery, maybe. And then the whole pivot, this felt like it was not a planned thing at all. So that's why I think more people were like, oh, dude, like, this is the move you guys are really making right now? It felt more reactionary than it was like, I don't know, proactive, I guess. But don't get me wrong, I still I do like the artwork. So
that was cool. The chain around breaking and going to big. I like that picture, honestly.
No, like I said, the artwork is dope. I actually really do enjoy the Kong's artwork. I still hold one of my Magic Kongs that I minted, and I don't think I'll ever sell it just because I like the way it looks.
Actually, Magic Kong, someone was sweeping that floor today for all the rare ones.
Were they really?
Yeah, they posted about it too. They were like spending like thousands of ADA this morning.
Sorry. There was somebody doing the same one. I'm looking for like the same wallet, ripping through these things. Yeah, maybe right there. I don't know, but yeah, there's quite a bit of sales yesterday. That's for sure. I don't know everybody's thoughts on that.
I was gonna say, actually, did you go through that? It was not bad.
Yeah, 2,200 too on a gold one right there. Nice. Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. 6,500 for an Android. That's pretty dope. That they're getting sales like that. Although this guy's just trying to zippy flip you. But hey, it works. You know, man, I remember when these things were selling for crazy amounts on the regular Kongs.
Go to high to low.
High to low. What am I doing?
4.2 million. Did you really put that as a price? Because that'd be hilarious.
Yo, you never know, dude.
Yo, I used to do that back in the day at CNFT.io. Before we had this podcast, I would list like even if it was a floor, whatever it was, as the
Put it
highest,
as the highest one.
so it would be number one. People would see it.
Dang, I used to
Did
do
that
that.
shit all
Remember
the
those
time.
like little strategies we would pull up back then?
Oh, I would like especially
Reposting
too,
it, things like that, because you
always
had to,
repost it,
especially
'cause you
when
want
there
to be
wasn't the smart
fresh.
contracts. Yeah, you
Yeah, you want to be the first one there. I used to repost my shit every hour just so it sell.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yo, could you imagine what if somebody just accidentally like just bought on that? It had some crazy whale. Oh, 40 to 4.2 ADA.
Yeah, I put in my charge card.
Oh, well, that's the end of me. No, dude.
Yeah, I like that. I like that 50K one. Go up there.
Oh, the gold one?
That one's sick.
Or this one?
No, that gold one right there.
Oh man, you know which one? I wish they had an ultimate version of the snake. Snake. I don't know, snake.
Called a blanket.
Blanket snake over here. This one's got a lot going on. I still love that this, if anything from the Magic Kongs, this meme was born. So that alone made this whole drop worth it, in my opinion. It's so dumb. But I love it. Just TGens, you give them anything right now, they'll have some fun with that. But no, I'm curious though with Chill Kongs how people will receive this. Obviously, people have been buying up the shrooms. Let's see where they're at. They did jump up there pretty high. Magic mushrooms. They are at oh no, they're down to 136 now. They were as high as like 200.
Whoa, yeah, I thought they got a little higher than that, honestly.
I have no idea. Did it? Maybe is it a claiming period up on these, or I have no clue, to be honest with you.
Sure.
Well, I guess we'll find out here soon, but not paying attention to that part of it. So we'll see what happens. But again, it was a deflationary kind of burn event though too for the Magic Kong. So maybe it worked out. We'll see long term. But like you said, the Kong's floor has taken a huge hit from that. So is this a good opportunity? Is it not? I guess we will see long term. But if you wanted to get in at a cheap price and you were never in it, now's that time. And if
there are a lot of projects, honestly.
Oh, I mean, you could literally argue any one of these right now. You could probably get in and be like, yeah, that's a good one to get in right now. Even Ape Society.
Clay's at 23. Jeez, that's a good price going in too.
Dude, you won't lie by Clay right now.
That'd be a play and a half.
A little wizard hat. Ooh,
I like the wizard hats.
I like the wizard hat with the little thing out. Remember the cat, Tom? Remember we had the little cat? I originally mentioned one of these.
Oh, I love the cat hat one. Those are some of my favorite.
Yeah, the cat.
Yes,
I love the
cats.
cats.
I like the
yeah, the hat. Yeah.
I think it's the jacket one that you use with the earwax.
I like the
one. I like that one.
Dude, I like.
You had a guy with dreads or something, Tommy? The guy with the hat.
No, I had a cat hat and I had this normal looking dude like this with a hoodie. And then I sold those two, and I still have
saying the cat hat guy's not normal looking? Come on.
I mean, honestly, I think I sold it for like 600 ADA or something when ADA was $2. So it was like a really cool sale for me.
There's 22 bills for 300 also. Wow. Wow.
I don't know, man. Clay's, it's always tempting. That's actually a tempting one. Dude, actually, I really like the blue hair. The blue hair is really dope.
Blue fringe hair too.
Yeah, the blue hair ones are dope. I don't know, man.
Anime nerd speaking out.
Sure, there it is. Man, I don't know. I had something that looked like this one. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, just remind me, you're looking at these real fast. So it's when we were talking about Space Force, I always want to say, but that discussing them, something when they were in this space, like you said, TJ, they emphasize like, hey, this is an art project. I like Cardano. I'm in the Cardano. Like I'm a collector as well. And they just he just liked making the art. He enjoyed building with Clay, and I think he always got instantly compared to Clay Nation. Kind of like he's like, I'm nothing like them. You know what I mean? Like I understand our mediums are the same. We both make Clay art, but like I'm not trying to do the same thing. This is not the same type of project. Let alone obviously one's aliens. Yeah. So now I think he's able to find a space that maybe he can kind of flex that a little bit more, where like especially early in when they are those early stages, usually have like a little bit more opportunity for like some projects to become more well known or become like known as OGs when they are just art or just kind of like a cool look. Yeah. And also he has like a pretty well defined like style and everything, and parts of the community that he can bring with him, where he's going to be one of like if not like one of the first real art projects doing clay art like that, where he can kind of stand on his own now.
Yeah, that's a good point. I want to say that he originally was like inspired, like he was, I don't know if he was doing like a derivative project because of Clay when he was before he partnered up with like Lovelace and CNFT before they did like the Space Ape Club, and he was doing something because of that, because he made like a derivative like Clay. and then that's how he
His
got
Charles is sick that he does on his website. I like that one a lot.
And that's what got him into that. And then that's how he got hired into becoming part of like Adenauts. Obviously that's a hard comparison to be compared to, especially when this is one of the top projects on the chain. So yeah, that makes sense why he wanted to carve his own lane. I can totally understand that. I believe he's even mentioned that before.
Real quick, Curly Knox says that Mint experience looks fun as hell. The MX bill alone. We forgot to clip that out. We got to do that still.
The MX bills, dude. I know.
I did like 45 more.
I know.
Tommy been stacking these on the sly. I have been.
Curly said the 0.2 bills are for 300 floor.
I picked up my second 0.2 bill this week.
We didn't know. Did you post it in the showroom? I don't think you did.
I did. I don't know if it was in the showroom, but what do you call it? I'm a semi-impressive MFer now. At least in that role, but I'm trying to get the new role over here. The bills are down to 309. So if you ever wanted to get one, shout out to Wunge.
I was just to say that, yeah.
Wunge got in. Honestly, I've been looking at this bill right here. I love the skeleton ones.
That's like 8th grade Tom right there. What do you mean,
dude? I love those over there. It does look like 8th grade Tom a little bit. People are been getting
I got that one similar to that already.
People are getting some deals though on the 0.2s. Damn, I really do like that little Afro one right there. That's a pretty dope one.
That is a cool one.
Ah, man, I don't know. Yeah.
Yo, wait, what did I miss? Tommy's in
I kind of like this one though too. I want to do it. Who could beat me on the password? I don't know. Bye. Let's go. All right. Bye. Third bill. Let's go, MFers. Actually, I just really like that skull one. So shout out to Old Money. But yeah, no, the MX builds.
He's also, that's the hair I have on mine.
Shout out to the MX builds. They are at 811, so they're getting close to halfway minted through the first phase, and nobody knows when the next phase is.
Fire
dude. Yeah, so if you guys wanted to get in on anything,
on any project, legit. I don't know if you'll see prices like this. No, we might, but I hope not. Honestly,
I don't think so, because I think people are pouring out because things are kind of quiet too. Going for ordinals, like they're, more and more of the community every day kind of comes over more, and it's like, oh, what's going on over here? Like, oh fuck, I'm late, and I'm gonna jump in now. I think more and more people are convinced to try it out.
You see what do you say? That's an amazing giveaway you're about to do.
Damn. Well, do I have anything we could give away?
I gotta check our wallet. Let me see our wallet. What we got in there?
Guys, yeah.
You got any Coco Locos?
Loki Nokis?
Loki Nokis.
I don't know. What do we got on there? I'm trying to think of like what makes it. We got to do Cardano. I can't do ordinals. Although ordinals.
Dogs on the chain. Baby alien.
F35 guy. Do we have anything that we got still stocked away in there? I'm trying to think.
No, I mean, we gave away all the proxies.
Yeah, we gave a lot of stuff away.
No, we have a proxy. We have a Cardano proxy actually in there.
We have a Naru, 2 Narus like from FutureFest.
Oh, let's pump the brakes. Oh, wait, right?
Oh, TJ's like, hold up. We have her monsters. Guys, like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
We got a old money promise.
What do we have there?
You can do that.
Old money promise?
Promise?
Yeah. We do a promise.
Yeah, we got probably 2 promise.
Hey, let's do a giveaway, guys.
Old money related.
I don't know what this will do. We're gonna give away do we want to do the Technocrat or the Waterboard?
Oh, Technocrat.
All right, Technocrat.
Waterboard.
All right, done deal. So let's do a live.
That's a get out of jail free card, right?
Easy peasy. Let's pull it up right here while we're doing that. This is what you guys are gonna get.
Rez bullied us into it.
Yep, you guys are getting giveaways live on stream. We're doing this. Guys, we got to get a keyword.
Ordinal. Just kidding.
Yeah, right. UMFers. Let's see. TJ, let's do one over in the chat.
I have a feeling I know what you're gonna say.
No, I have no idea what I want to say. What are you thinking? Type in chat if you know. What? Oh, that's a good one. All right.
You want to do that one?
Can you do? No, that would be a good one. Or I was gonna go with this.
That's perfect. Let's do that one.
All right, bet. Let me make sure we get that copied, and we will paste that for the people over in the chat.
You really had to copy those letters.
Yep. All right, are we ready? I'm gonna run it.
We're
We're doing a live giveaway just because we're running through some stuff. You got an old money promise. You may need this for potentially part of the next phases in old money. We have no idea, but we're gonna do it.
Influence the influencers.
Hey, can we get a DN in the chat over here? This will win you a promise. We promise to give you DN if you win these. Win this.
Do you promise that, Tommy?
Don't make promises you can't keep, buddy.
Hey,
B.
got him. A bunch of DNs over in the chat. Let's keep it moving here, guys. This will get you an old money promise, and I can promise you that I have no idea if this is going to do anything in the future, but it can't hurt.
Within our wallet, it's going to be in someone else's.
Yep. Yo, if you ever read through any of these, the promises that some of this stuff they're propaganda.
I have to remember them though.
Yeah, why do you think I bought so much old money stuff?
God.
Lots of Chubb in the chat.
Propaganda works.
Dude, this is really actually, because the bottom of this says it says job elimination. While participating in all this fuckery is entertaining, it's rather exhausting. Turns out it's a lot of work to carry on this charade. I'm finding my work-life balance to be off these days, so my administrative developed a way that balance and throw it out the window. I'm talking about switching to 100% life using the power of MFer. We will immediately enable all MFers to retire from fiat mining. Subsequently, my administration's creation will ensure all their future generations share the same luxury of our work-life balance. Big promises down there.
I love that.
Jail Trixton's also part of this over here.
Ready for the giveaway? Everyone's kind of entered.
Let's go. And 3, 2?
3, 2, 1.
Who won?
Crypto Bot Boy. Bum, 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 bum.
Crypto Bot Boy. I know Crypto Bot Boy has won before. I don't see it coming through in chat on my side. Oh, there it goes. Boom. Crypto Bot Boy. Congrats. Shoot TOWMY or Lazy T a DM over there, and you can get this promise. We promise to send this to you.
Eventually.
We don't need this nut job. Did you guys see Trix's his post today about being up in NYT? I'm curious. Q, I want to see some Trix and Q action out in NYC. But he put out this tweet over here. It was hilarious. Let me see where it says.
Where is it?
I'm looking, dude.
Come on, dude.
Give me a sec, dude. I'll get there.
Speaking of DN, did you see that Cardano Authority know what DN was he got on stream from Trix?
Bro, that was actually really
that was funny. I just thought his videos there made me think of it. That's funny.
That was right after I think he came on ours. It was like the day after. Yeah.
He's like, "What is DN?" And they were just like, "Are you serious?" And
I knew right away because I think the title of the clip on Twitter was even just like "got him" or something like that.
Yeah.
I know
yeah. I don't know where he posted this. Maybe it went away. Basically, he's like, "Who's going to be in NYC this week? I want to come see you and kiss you and suck on your toes."
That's probably why I deleted it, honestly. That's probably a big reason why I deleted that, Tommy.
Oh man, dude, shout out to Old Money. We're obviously huge fans of Old Money. What else is going on this week? We've got a big mint happening this week. We're going to see how this plays out for everybody who is big fans of Old Money, obviously, too, is ordering the Kraken. 2 days they're minting. It's the 13th, I believe, or is it 12th or 13th? 12th. It's like a few days.
2 days.
We talked about this.
2 days.
Yeah, 2-day mint over here. So if you guys are owning the assets, one thing I really did like is if you guys been watching these videos of them, like the pirates that are like talking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have, yeah. Shout out to Farmer Nash being the first comment on the live stream tonight. Good job, man. Love it.
Yo, Farmer Nash jumping in from that space. Yo, appreciate you showing up first, being here early, just being a supporter of the channel. Honestly, without Farmer Nash here, we wouldn't be here. So shout out to you for being first. Yo, Google's doing some shit too. So, who's minting? Who's hoisting the colors and minting Order of the Kraken in 2 days? Over in chat, I know quite a bit of people are excited for this.
It's not a whitelist only mint, right? It's public mint.
They got some public, and they've also got the
Publics.
No, they don't have Publics. Shout out to the Pub Subs. We talked about this already. We're not Order the Boss Cat Publix Club.
We're in green polos.
Who's minted? No, they have the jar of dirts that get you the whitelist. That get you a discount. Remember, there's either the full whitelist or I want to take Old Money. Let's see, is it OTK? Yeah, there it is. So you
It's been
got
a
the
long
jar.
week. It's only Monday, Tommy. Come on.
I know, we just started, right? You got the jar of dirts that'll get you the whitelist for the pirates, or is it the ships? I'm so sorry. There's two different ones. There's the ships and the pirates. There they are. Boom,
Yeah,
pirate right there.
Let's go together.
There you go. See the ship. Make sure if you're buying a jar of dirt, you
what?
make sure the jar of dirt.
The shits?
Jar.
Pirate one, not the
If you
ship
buy
with
the
them.
shit jar of dirt,
You think you
no.
need 3 of them? You need 3 ships.
You
right?
need 3 ships, dude.
No, I don't know.
No. There's ones that will get you a discount. Whereas one, I forget which ones there are. There's like a whole. Here it is.
You're doing a terrible job of relaying information on the project right now.
100 of these Jaro dirts will get you a free mint. So if you want a free pirate mint over here, we're gonna go down and scroll. I don't even know where these are. There's none of them for sale right now. The free ones. So you can't even get one of those. But if you get, there's 100 of these for the free ones where you can get just 1-to-1. Boom, you got one of these, you get a free mint. But they also have the discount ones too, where you can actually get a 30% discount. It is on the mint price for the jar of dirts. So make sure you scroll down. There's a little pirate in your jar and not a ship. Otherwise, you're gonna be screwed.
Is that your final answer on that?
I don't know.
I can't tell if you're saying ship or shit.
It's all sounding the same.
I can help you with the whole ship dilemma. Over here, TJ, plug us right now.
I got the
figure
plug
this out.
If you guys are liking this content, enjoying the show, would you be so kind to smash that like button, hit the sub button for Tommy so he remembers how to relay project information better. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I pulled this information up over here.
It's felt weird though. I do got to say, while you're finding this, not just making a joke out of it. Like we have such weird ebb and flows, and I think sometimes we all have such short-term memory. Because like we'll be sitting here like, oh, we have so many projects coming up. This is awesome. It almost feels like too many. I wish there wasn't so many going on. And now we're in a kind of a period where there's not necessarily as much. We're talking about Kraken coming out here, but otherwise it's kind of been like talking about some projects where we're at, where things have been. Hopefully what we're excited for are ordinals. And it's like, oh, that's right. Like there's these periods where it just kind of goes dry for like weeks and weeks.
Yeah, well, this has been nice to kind of give like a little week off, even though we really haven't had. Yeah,
the walls needed it. Like the projects know, I think too, like, hey, we can't be minting all on top of each other because we're just not going to all succeed.
Yeah.
After Kraken, we got to pivot back to one more ordinal project too, Ape Nation.
We do. That's the one that we were adding in at the end of it, and we totally just forgot to add that onto the list. Good call, TJ. Getting back to that, to the Wolf for providing us
in the minutes.
on
there we go.
There it is. Your jar of dirts. There's 2 variations, like we talked about. There's the pirate, and then there's the ship. One of them will give you the 30% discount. One of them will be a free claim. So at this point, I guess the discounted price is 157.5 ADA if you have one of the jar of dirts. I guess the snapshot for that, obviously, it seems to have already ended at this point. So you guys are kind of screwed out of that, I guess.
Like you said.
You're a ship out of luck over there. And then you get some free mints depending on. So if you're a talisman holder and all these talisman, these family crests, if you hold them all, you get a free mint. There's a bunch of different things over here. But go ahead and check out their Discord if you guys are a little confused, because there's quite a bit of ways to go ahead and get one of these. But I'm curious to see how this will work out for everybody who's in the project, because I'm very interested in the pirates. They look pretty dope. 200 and they're ranged anywhere from 185, like I said, to 250 ADA.
Oh, side. Oh, I don't know why it made me laugh so hard. That was good. I was like, what does that spell out? Okay, I got you.
So now they're down to 525. These things were up high before. So if you're trying to get into this project, there's a bunch of different ways, different assets to be able to get in. So now that all the whitelisting opportunities are kind of getting over, accumulation period potentially for some. So order the Kraken. Looking forward to seeing how they do and how that mint goes. And it should be a cool project because I do like the videos that they've been putting out. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see any of these.
No, I've been liking their marketing and their artwork honestly a lot. I think they're doing a good job with everything going on. And I do like that they read the market a few weeks ago and like, you know what, let's push this back 2 more weeks just to kind of let everyone breathe and kind of recoup some ADA from all these mints that were happening. So I thought that was a smart move on them to do that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, if you're interested in this, you got to be excited that like, oh, look, people are actually gonna have enough money to actually mint. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the only one that's been saving up for this. Like everyone else is gonna be able to recover, sell those things, make those profits on the run-ups for other projects, and actually get in on the mint.
Absolutely.
Hey, listen to these videos. Yeah, I actually really enjoy these. Can you guys hear this?
I welcome you to a thrilling pirate-themed swashbuckling adventure of a project that's bound to make your heart race with excitement. Our journey will take us across the high seas, where we'll encounter the lure of treasure and the danger of the unknown. The exhilaration of the sea will be a constant companion as we explore uncharted territories, dodging cannon fire and outbreak.
Yeah, I think so.
Our pirate horde will be released on the 12th.
It's very well done now.
Ready for all you brave and daring sea dogs to collect.
Voice the colors, dude.
Are you ready to join our crew and set sail on a journey of a lifetime? You'll have to be prepared to navigate treacherous waters, face fearsome foes, and claim your rightful share of the booty. But fear not, for the rewards that await you at the end of this epic journey.
I know. Every time I hear that in a pirate movie, I just laugh.
So, let's hoist the colors and set sail together, united in our quest for adventure and riches beyond measure.
I will say I like we're able to
Gar.
bring videos now,
Companion.
unlike on
Of the Kraken.
the Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Remember we couldn't even share audio without it playing the entire
Yes.
audio at once. It was like
Oh,
not set
yeah,
up
that was
for
a pain in the
streaming
ass,
audio.
dude.
But it made no sense. It's a streaming. There's a streaming platform, and if you share anything that has audio in it, no one else can talk because the whole computer audios come through it as well. I do have to say I give them you gotta appreciate that seems to be a pirate of Asian descent, which there's was quite a few of in history, and they didn't if that was a voice actor didn't go for the accent. That's always good to see. They know they're running their marketing right over there at least.
True.
Don't need anyone get in trouble. You don't want like Shane Gillis situation, get kicked off Saturday Night Live or something.
I don't know, bro. I was just he could have had an Asian accent. He could have not. I wouldn't even thought anything. As long as they said the word booty, I'm in. Arr.
I mean, as long as they get an authentic, I guess. I'm just saying, like,
Yarr.
you Tommy trying to like pull off a Asian pirate accent, it's probably not gonna.
I don't got the same kind of like leeway
no.
that like South Park does.
Yeah, I don't think you have the riz for that exactly.
Yeah, not doing that.
Man, booty.
Shout out to Order of the Kraken. Curious to see in chat what everybody gets from this mint this week and see how some of those look.
I always want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean every time I see the project, though.
I know, for sure.
And I just picture Jack Sparrow running.
I love what they got going on. What do we just say? The
Ape Nation.
Yeah, I was trying to get to them, and then it just there it goes. Ape Nation is another one going the Ordinals route. They, I know Wolf had hit us up about this, and we're terrible about doing our transitions. But I want to go ahead and
smooth like butter.
Yep, it is never smooth like butter.
Smooth like gravel.
TJ, we got the info over on the corner here for this. I'm terrible. Damn, man, my screen share is all off of it. All 6.
Yeah, so they're under 1 million as well. They have from 926,000 to 936,000. There's 100 of them. So I think 50 will be to the Ape Nation community and 40% Ordinals community to be determined, I guess, to who they to give it to. And their main focus is to get the Cardano community over to Bitcoin, just to kind of dip their toes in there as well.
Dang,
just to check it out, not like
No, yeah.
They're interested in just like educating people as well and bringing people over, kind of showing them what everything's about over there.
What was crazy was they said that they ordered their inscriptions at 420,000. It took them 4 weeks and bumping the fees just to make it under 1 million. That's crazy. So you could show us how many projects or people were trying to get in there.
We were never going to get that, even like
even if we did, even if we did it that day.
Yeah, this weekend we were trying to do it.
Interesting too is that you also will earn their nation token too, like if you hold one of the ordinals, so it'll in Cardano, so it'll give you back some value on the Cardano side. This project, dude, the community, shout out to J-Rod, the Wolf, everybody over on that side for picking this project up. This was a rug at one point, and the community picked it up and it brought it to where they did the Mutation Nation. They've got all kind of staking rewards going on. Now they're going the Ordinals route. Like, dude, these guys never give up. They're continuing to keep pushing this project forward and have a really cool community behind them. So, dude, shout out to them, because also shout out to them for supporting the show. Shout out to the Wolf especially for always being there with and being a fan. So obviously, always when we can show support back to you guys, 100%. Big shout out to you guys. And I know we got a chance, TJ, at CNFT, we got the chance to meet J-Rod.
J-Rod, yeah. It was really cool to meet him. I honestly thought I was going to be on the same flight as him because he doesn't live too far from where I live, honestly, and the airport is near where he lives. So I thought for sure we'd get on a flight together, at least there, but we didn't. I didn't see him on the plane, obviously, but I thought we definitely were going to be there. He's a cool guy. We met him in person.
Yeah, and they still got the mutations going on too. So dude, check this out if you guys are interested in a community project. Still building over here. This is another one throughout the bear market that continues to grow and do their thing. So shout out to Ape Nation. I know that was another one that caught us by surprise that everybody's going the ordinal route. Well, where else were we talking about outside of that?
They mentioned Chains of War and someone in chat. So that they're working they're working behind the scenes, and someone else mentioned that last week too. But honestly, I keep forgetting.
I think it was Dusty as well.
Into them because I remember I made the comment that reminded me of WoW instantly when I see the characters. So I definitely want to dive into this a bit more.
We did talk about that last week as well.
Mm-hmm. Interesting with Chains of War, they are a partner project on the Spark Lab, and Blake's done I know a couple interviews with them as well. This is a project that I actually minted back on mint date, and I think I had flipped when I had one of the. I guess they were the ogres orcs, sorry. And but they it was one of those things where it's going to be a little while before the game and stuff had gotten out. So and then I know they had the Mallard.
Badass.
Well, oh dude, they got some cool they built an Unreal project, and I don't know too much details yet because I just haven't been paying attention. But they're showing some work in progress, and I don't know too much when the actual if they're doing the demo or anything like that, when any of that's coming out. But I probably should go check that out over on the Spark Lab, watch one of these videos with Blake again, catch back up. But I like what I'm seeing here.
I'm loving what I'm seeing, honestly. This is definitely a game that I would actually probably play. I'm not gonna lie, it looks really good.
I just am ready for these games to come online, man. So
that's what I'm saying. I want to play these games that we keep seeing teasers for and talked about. I just want to try it out. Because honestly, this is gonna turn into an NFT gaming channel once all this shit pops, dude. This is exactly what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, dude, check that out. You can keep up on look at that Spark Lab plug inside of the F35 plug. You can keep up on that in Spark Lab and also watch F35 content. I love it. I love when we can all overlap with each other and all start to kind of grow as we all get bigger inside of space and start to find our own voices. It's cool that we get a chance to collab and showcase and all kind of do this together. And that's the fun part about what we do.
It goes back to what I think what we used to say back in the day. I saw Dilly posted it the other day. Tommy, I was talking to you about it last night, that we don't say wag me anymore at all. No one really posts that anymore. But we really need to get back to that sentiment because the Cardano space was big on we all gonna make it, and no one really says that about us anymore because there's always been drama, especially the past 4 months of this year of everyone each week something different has happened. But if we get back to the sentiment of really working together as a blockchain, I think that's when we thrive as a unit.
I think it's also the reality expectation too of that. Yes, that's a thing that everybody says when the market is going great, right? We're all going to make it. In reality, no, we're not all going to make it.
Yes, we are.
No, not really. I mean, there's going to be a lot of projects that aren't going to make it going into the next run, and that's the harsh truth of it. Well, in the sense of the wag me spirit of that, if you persevere into this space and find your niche and start to invest in things not that, and just elevate projects that are quality and are going to continue to grow and be here. Yeah, those are the ones where you can say the long haul will pay off, but it is important to note though at the same time, not everything that you purchase, especially in this market right now, is going to be the one that takes off. And it's always important to do your own research on a lot of this stuff. But when that bull market comes back, wag me, baby. We're in full
yeah, there he is.
Yeah. Full degen back out. No, shout out to the Chains of War, dude. This is one that honestly we need to get more involved with. Thank you guys for bringing that up over on stream.
That looks really good. The quality looks awesome. I want to see exactly what the game is like. I want to play it. Hopefully there's an alpha come out or something.
Damn, this reminds me a little bit of the Raising de Eche.
What happened to them?
They're minted. I just don't know what they've got going on anymore. This reminds me of remember Anthem? When that got hyped up,
bro. I remember that game we were talking about.
This little scene right there. I don't know why it's reminded me of that for a second.
I couldn't think of that game. I think it was Tom and I were talking on the podcast a few weeks ago, and I was trying to think of that game. That is it, Anthem. That just honestly, flopped. Anthem failed. Yeah, it flopped. Honestly, it did.
But it looked pretty.
Cool.
There just wasn't much to do. Yeah, no, another game over there. Shout out to Chains of War partner project too with the Raccoon Syndicate. I mean, we talked about that with the bonuses that you're able to hold for like the hand, like certain if you hold any of their assets. So yeah, this was one of the ones. I'd held something like this. Maybe not that nice. That's 1,000 ADA. I didn't have that, but yeah, that's dope looking, man. This looks nice. I actually enjoy this a lot.
You like it? You enjoy looking at it?
Yeah, I'm just kind of scrolling, just doing my thing over here. What's chat saying over here? What's in that box, dude? I don't know. Change the word is partnered with Syndicate. Yeah, that's what I meant. What did I say? I always say random shit over here, guys.
Change the word.
talking out of my ass. I think that was most of the projects we talked about over on the Ordinal side, and I'm sure there's a lot more that we haven't yet. If you guys are interested in Ordinals, though, I definitely recommend anybody who's interested in the NFT space in general to get involved a little bit with it and just at least experience it. Maybe make a Xverse wallet somewhere where you can connect to one of those sites like a Magic Eden, like a ordinalswallet.com or any other one of these ordinals.marketplace, and go experience that, because you never know when you're going to want a wallet with a little bit of a BTC in it when there's a brand new popular mint or something along those lines to potentially make a little bit of money, especially in this market when things are down on our side. Maybe you can convert that back over to Cardano and then invest back into some good projects on this side, because I've definitely done that myself.
I agree.
You definitely don't want to, like, if you're someone on the sideline, just kind of like, I'll probably jump in one, I'm waiting for the right one to get in, like kind of jumped in on to make some flips on, make some really easy money just because of the hype. You don't want to wait until that's minty before you have to start setting things up. So you can definitely get things set up beforehand.
Yeah.
Take a look. There's a lot of resources out there now. We've gone through it and showed how to do it as well.
Get in the space and just listen to those founders over there, hear what they have to say. Because
if you didn't have enough NFT content in your life, check out some Ordinals. Plenty more there to consume.
That's it.
Yep. And then on top of that, Polygon NFTs, dude. If you guys are looking for some similar experience as far as gas fees go, Matic, Polygon.
That one.
Hey, just saying. There's a lot of people doing Polygon.
Sure. There's a lot, and like we were talking about earlier, they're cheaper mints, but plenty of opportunity though. Just if you're looking for that degen side, to just make some flips.
Yeah, absolutely. Quick money. You never know. Might catch a good project every now and then. Dusty Dust, thank you for. There you go. Thanks for reminding to like and subscribe over there. Yeah, guys, if you guys have been enjoying the content, if you've been hanging out with us, first time returning guests, whatever it may be, make sure to hit that like button down there. It's free. Doesn't cost much. It'll maybe half a second of your time. And if you really enjoy the content, you can hit that little subscribe button. We're here every Monday night from 9 p.m. Eastern to at least 11 p.m. Eastern. We also run the podcast from every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. I don't know why that transition is always so hard to make.
Because I feel like you want to say we do the podcast at 9 on Wednesday, because we do. We record, like we get on and start recording then. So I think you wanted to say that. I
always want to say that. Rez says, TJ, show Tommy how it's done. Yo, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash that button, and
which button? Which one are we smashing? Thumbs up button.
Where's I can't work out a basic camera button. There it is. Anyway, what else everybody got going on? We got a few more minutes before we wrap up over here tonight. Anybody questions?
You guys find all the eggs in your house, or leave some hard-boiled eggs sitting behind the curtain?
I found the golden one.
Put all the money in it.
Yeah,
we what are you talking about? You found it. You have kids.
Hey, he put it over there. Yeah,
I hid them. Then I forgot where I hid them. No.
Well, see, my grandma used to do that. She used to actually do hard-boiled eggs. We decorate them and that whole thing beforehand, and then she'd go hide them, and then we'd go to her house after our Easter and get to look again and do Easter eggs. But towards the end, she'd start forget. Towards the end, she'd start hiding them, not towards the end of her life. But she would just start forgetting where the last 3 out of the 24 or 12 or whatever it was.
That's funny.
And sure enough, 2 weeks later, you'd be like, something smells really bad over here.
It's the hard-boiled eggs. Yeah,
I'm just sitting there in the corner, by the window, on the windowsill behind the blind, just getting baked by the sun.
That's funny. Appreciate you, Rez. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Rez, dude. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Play in the Sandbox. I think we brought that up last week, didn't we? Or we brought it on the podcast?
We did. But
briefly?
I mean,
I don't know. Last time I played in the Sandbox, parents were giving me weird looks.
I have a kid with me now, so it works out okay.
Yeah, Clay's been making some power moves over there. There was a tweet, TJ, you said you mentioned that. I don't know when it was. What's Clay done?
It was a few weeks ago. Or no, a few days ago.
And
Just
it's
recently.
like, man, Clay is big in building bridges to some major partnerships. So you guys, they're pioneers in this space. They
Not only
really
that though,
take.
too, they were just kind of saying like, how come Clay only joins the big spaces, and then someone like kind of combated that with like Lena just did a 10 with Len a few Fridays ago just to have the talk with the community and in general one-on-one.
They also just did the mega space tonight with everybody.
They did do that. That's what they're saying though, that they were only doing mega spaces. They don't join the everyday spaces that everyone's in. You know, not knocking all the spaces every day, but sometimes they're not even NFT talk. It's just random conversation, which is fine. But I can see why they wouldn't want to.
It's fun for us to hang out, but it's the same reason, like why, like, oh, you know, why isn't the CEO of a company coming out and just hanging and shooting the shit when we're exactly. They're gonna do ones that are very focused, almost like you know, you could liken it to me as like a mini, you know, when you have like an E3, or you know, when they have like the PlayStation and specific ones for Xbox and things like that, and they come out and they're presenting specific information, or like they are, hey, we're doing a special kind of like a night or event where we're connecting with people, come check it out. But it's usually not as simple as just like coming to hang out for like 2 or 3 hours.
I like that. And the also thing too with them is that they do a lot of game nights. They do this. They've got
within their community for sure.
Yeah, meetups around the world that they're working on. I mean, dude, you can't. I love this. The other day they had a throwback to the 1 year of Snoop and Champ and that whole Twitter space of, you know, who the fuck is Uncle Sam? That whole soundbite. It was fun, man.
Well, and I mean, you know, as much as we enjoy, you know, people coming like them to come hang out in spotlights and stuff and spaces, spotlights. There is a level of it that is also like marketing. You know, if you're a project, especially a new project, you haven't minted yet, that's something you're kind of you have to do. If you're not kind of seen around these spaces, no one's gonna know who you are. And when they see your mint come up, they're gonna be like, never even heard of them. If you're out there, you're talking, you're getting to be a part of the community, engaging beyond just showing your project, but actually showing like, hey, I was here beforehand. You may not have known who I was because I was kind of degenning. It really helps out. And I don't think Clay's kind of at that level. Not that they're better than them. They're just beyond that as far as their development goes. They don't need to continue to kind of expand their community on the Cardano side, at least. They could, you know, maybe have some benefit from other spaces. But again, they like to set things up within their own community. They already have that community built. That's where they're doing they're having their fun and doing their marketing.
Yeah. I think for what they've done from the start, from making Clay and animation and things like that to where they have gotten today, that's a pure example of like a good project and a good team, like what you can do inside this Web3 space. And you never know where it's going to kind of take you. Like I can't imagine they ever thought the Snoop Dogg thing was going to turn into the partnership and the opportunity that they've been able to do with it. So
have a good night, Red.
Yo, shout out to everybody hanging out.
Shout out to Timmy.
Yo,
best founder of Freedom 35 Hours. He's not wrong.
That's true.
He's not wrong.
Especially multiple times.
All right. Yo, I love when everybody gets a chance just to come by and hang with us, man. It's an honor to be able to get a chance to just to chop it up and chat, and it makes it a lot of fun. That's the biggest thing I think that's fun for us is just getting a chance to hang out with the community. And what better way to do that with a bunch of projects and founders? Shout out to the Mallard order earlier for jumping in as well. Blake,
Farmer Nash.
Farmer Nash. You always will see a familiar face over in chat here on Monday night. So even with the mega space going on, I got to tune back in. So if anybody was listening to that, we'll have to see how that went.
It's definitely something we don't take for granted though, because I know there's probably people that go crazy. Like, I can't believe you're talking to Farmer Nash, you're talking to Timmy right now. And like, what are they doing? They didn't even ask about this. What are these guys doing? And you know, sometimes we get a little starstruck ourselves. There's plenty of people like every time we have sometimes extra little meetings and stuff like that. Like, all right, we got to make sure like, you know, we're really bringing it ourselves. Like, we're just that excited. We can't like lose ourselves in a conversation. So we got to actually make sure we write out a little plan here. Otherwise, we're just going to be like fanboying way too hard and forget to ask things. And like get lost.
The call before that we do the night before with most of the projects that come on, I asked some interview questions or just questions in general as even before the show starts. I know Tommy and you guys do the same thing, so I know we kind of burn some of our questions the night before when it's not recorded at all because we're like so excited to ask these questions about the project that we can't wait till the next day.
It's always a good time to like just get a chance to like connect with the people behind some of that stuff too. At the end of the day, like they're people as well, and yeah, they may have some really cool projects out there, but at the end of the day, like that's what we like to get a chance to like get to know the real people behind it. and you know, obviously some of the statures of the people that are inside this community. We got some really talented people, man. So shout out to everybody that always is hanging out in chat. We love doing this every Monday night with you guys. We're looking forward to seeing some of the footage and some of the stuff that comes of NFT NYC. Shout out to all the Cardano community that's representing out there this weekend. Can look forward to see that F35 shirt over on Wednesday night. Definitely going to be retweeting some of that stuff. Podcast this week. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll get some coverage for some of that stuff. Touch on some of the minting things that are coming up over here with Order of the Kraken, and then who knows where we'll go this month with certain things. I know we had a huge mint month in March. There are some more projects that are minting out this month that we need to take a look at. Prime Kings, another one that announced the mint date as well. So lots of stuff on the horizon. Looking forward to hanging out and seeing what's next over inside this crazy Cardano space, man.
I wish we would have went to NFT New York. We should have planned that too.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Would have for sure.
If I didn't have the wedding, I probably would have. I was talking about doing it. It's not that bad on the flight, honestly, to get up to New York.
Just tell your wife, hey, if I didn't marry you, I would have been at NFT NYC right now. Just so you know.
So watch it with that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
Say that and let me know how that works out for you.
Honestly, she was talking about. She's like, if we didn't go, we could have went. And I was like, yeah, no. So
listen,
she wants to go to New York. I'm like, I'm down to go to New York too. You know, it's a good excuse to get up there. But no, shout out to everybody.
And he's docking me for time, dude. I clock in 9:01.
Yo, TJ, yeah, let him know, dude. 9 o'clock over there. It's the start time, TJ.
I have a 2-year-old that started potty train today, and he is a pain in the butt to go to bed tonight. So
look at TJ, real life excuses. What do we got? A kid or
I
something?
understand. What does having a 2-year-old have to do with you starting potty training?
Yeah.
Exactly.
TJ, you need to teach him about punctuality.
Yo, those diapers are expensive though.
You know, the diapers though had diaper money.
Need that diaper money. I'm gonna start a diaper fund.
There you go. Shout out to everybody over in chat tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to cut it a couple minutes early. But again, TJ, you want to hit him with that last minute plug. That like button's down there. What do we do with that?
You want to smash that like button, hit the sub button, and maybe even hit the notification bell so you know when we come online. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to tonight. It was a good time. Have a good night. Peace out.